Yankutuna sio nyamenono yanana sia wa maya tamfuate shoko hey dia wa ne dia no wayama na yamenwanwa hey wayama na timwa atamfuate shoko Ghana for me the unbreakable joy is blessing oh she HRETV koso ana she na be yinshira unbreakable keep it locked.
Check the statistics. What from beaucoup d'État on my big six. We remove all the girls, logistics. You want here top speed, Olympics. Yo, what up, people? It's your boy Natalie, and I'm watching HRETV, man. Keep it locked. Badman operator.
Hello, guys. It's your girl Pamela Odame Watara, and I just want to recommend HRETV for you guys for all your latest interviews. Just stay tuned at HRETV. I love you all guys.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching me live on HRETV. His Royal Majesty. Oh my goodness, I love the name of this TV. HRETV. Oh my goodness. Just catch us live on YouTube. Just go there, HRETV, and click subscribe, and then get updates on everything that they put there, and then watch them also live on Facebook. When you hear the name HRTV, you are talking about television that comes from the heart. Oh, HRTV. Oh, makuma tomi emwati. Me that one say.
Good morning, children. A B C D E F G H R E H R E HRETV. Go and watch HRETV. Bye bye. HRE.
Yo, ya mamun nyina akwaba ebiom adehye eba HRETV. So for HRPK, the batch say His Royal Freshness PK. Me name ena ba betwetwe nkomo, edi nkomo, edi dwumedie amano IF MNCP esita. Sabre inema bebre na akoso akofo bebre abrabo, but me no be no yeguso ti hadem say tetwema dabo jusem na moja every day mu efu esane a ne ne yeka sasida ne ayeye kese ne matwedi ampo totoro boso nyakopo no fruta babra amansan enoma no a ene me no be no ya sebi asebi anasas amana yekama sabre kusiada enyume jimedie ayetade bramodane dane abre nyina no sanya nkonti omusema na Arise Ghana Youth Arise Ghana Youth and exclusive interviews as I say who's akwento omusema na manfo bia start ye bi wechire sa na tie wo ya de na say ye fe na yekama people will start to imitate it and just make sure say it goes in diverse ways. It's yet who so be yakrapona in a sa quantum no edu yourself and then na bas mum ye can your deba Canada. Now when you say HRTV, ya near their quantum sem edican bram canem. And that's on the first time out. Or share me nasa would see me so I remember quabacus here about HRTV so say no aba tenase yankasa wabako. Wabas no afraid of one or more macan so no more bekaya hon na the Jimmy no so ayakama. So I hear so and there changes are being ye braces now. Braces ye na me adom bibia to akaba. It's no. I hope so also so ye bibia so e koso kama e wo abrabo. It's no. Anche ye be show dwumede na say na afede ne ho bia ya to dwamisha oba so na wa share video na man na afede wonua enso so sakebe na wonya saso ka so na wonya so ne nwa so asaka na afede akwachinya abofo aso ya se ayede dwumede ebra o titru nu de dia akotene ya na se de kan feel good services a wo pe adwumede a anase bia pa adwuma pomoden anim de enyansa kakra hwe feel good services kira kwan so look no further but feel good service for all your mental health education. For much like what feel good service at gmail.com. Now, be also because of one, come. So, as soon as I saw crowd, be make I will be say, so more rare, and I say, ohia facial we bia anase bia omori ayada ne sekan ene etwitwa wankasa ho ade bechi na moja apram wo na se moja aye won paso a enye sonkrosio anase enye ntontombe na afa wodan afa na emom no omori na wondi ni no ana ba ne sa ko pedicure ne manicure ana facial spray official bia also we bia official ne ko ya na ma official expressions so ye kama ko pebi na opɛ so a ne bɛtumi ama no CPA sita na ma wadi mu na wayɛ ɔbɛsima na so wayɛ bɛma brum ɛno ɛne Happy Glow GH ɛwɔ Ashoman Estate Road no so 20 minutes away from the community hospital ɛna ɛni veggies and grill ɛna ɛbɔ nhwɛni mu like ɛdi nhwɛni mu nti sɛ wɔkɔ Happy Glow a biribi a wohia bia when it comes to your facials and your pedicure and manicure no so bɛyɛ kama. So that's what I'm also call you Dr. Albert Ofori say for all your educational coaching, ne bibia no promoter kwan ebra. No montimi eno enko free educational coaching and also career development for high school students, college students, and also immigration relations to the US territories, no US and the territories when it comes in terms of education. It's a Dr. Betofori Chakwan. Say maybe because of time, no commercials and they're kind of quick. Also, who is which said in Yakamam. Nembom or pay moon the CPC tan and I said, yeah, was so yes, then I did you me dear bro pa any tap send. I'm your coordinator, state coordinator for tap send, and also don't know one of the astute reps are Yabama Tap and Edu Baby Edu in terms of United States and Canada and beyond. It's in a major on say ope Quenya betimi afaso asene sika ko Ghana. Amana fast, reliable, secured, and also don't know the trim cramp don't say your value for your money now. That means the rate no I was receiving now. Now look no further but tap send. Tap send to say sika amani nkrabata wo hu wiase nyina no ɔmo ne ɔmo godfather to say titru pa pebu ne pudo da so pa kakra kapa dente no aha nya danta so bia ne danta ne ya da sika ebo ano na emom no enye money sender vendor bia ne money sender vendor but money sender vendor ne nia ebema wo sika no aye worth using and worth sending money with na me just tap send or sister wo send sika on the first transaction now we use the promo code P-KAY TO also so we use P-KAY usania obama extra $10 bonus $10 bonus on your first transaction. It's main train could use promo code in after. The promo code must be used on your first transaction. Oche chida could use as kano. Menya efo besi ashe. It's mema $10 neshe. Use. O yesu so a mahu se unya pikine ma yedon. Madam say. Koso ade hye dwumedi no no ye ba be hye ase. Ende dia ne ase ne adu ne de bro me hu se be nua agya wosu I was here honum air chain. So as soon as Professor Felix questions so was here. These are astute panelists. You know, maybe did you be what is going on in Ghana, in terms of education, in terms of security, in terms of like they're great resource personnel. And as a resource personnel myself and the host, whenever I'm bringing people on board, I make sure I'm bringing people that are very, very learned and educated. In Sembebre, Ghana, and I know you know, and you know I know. Say, time. And we have to say it. Last week, me bought YouTube for about YouTube for mo shata baby mama Jumedian ya kama mo ani mu di Jumedian. And next no the mechanic said we are also playing with Facebook in the Facebook for so person will take it over YouTube. My mema shadas ka kan for Jumedian and share because me they be asma mechanism mo ani mu di Jumedian no. Forget my panelists. Me panelists no me 10 no me guso na se ban hwe Jumedian na eyekwa. But at the same time no you need my panelists to make sure that things are being well. It's Shada Kese Pan Koba Mia Minya Nana Baby, I am multimedia. Or say, hey, bro, it's been a while. Haven't been watch you. I'm sorry, bro. And you were fought a year called break kakra into Yaba back last week. Last week's the chassis. It is I don't know. You been chassis and every Tuesday. But some more per se, they bring every week. Yeah, let us know because we want to feed you what you guys need and what is best for you guys. And I'm young, some senior colleague and comrade. The original Killer K. Also looking good, brother. Thank you very much, brother. It's always good to hear from you and always good to see you support such a great cause. If you keep doing what you're doing, your donations in Ghana and everything, we've heard it, we've seen it, and we can't wait to adore it to let everybody know. Anna Dorothy, SA. Dorothy Smith Aqua, or so open chips, papa pa, a dear cotton edge, just add there. She should the Aqua, Dorothy said, Usa Suhum Yamemohun. I'm on the chips or yenning, I don't know, come. And a package in the kind of cumin, no. Package in the cumin. Next time, ever shown us, maybe ever shown us to know what I'm talking about. It did to see a chamber woman, sanity. And I'm never be also near to me, because so share, and your coat am near to me. Until you see papa when you be 2 million near chell, maybe you could too many fear. No, tell you about it, my quabba so about no share no bush of Nazo, I better you median come. Sabri, make up for me panelists and brand after the fed median and chassis. But there must say, I shall for it for some moment coin with my tongue, dear cacra, send us a cacra with Messia Coyano, the massy. Your panelists of the kind of a basso, a young say, papa, yenya bear my offer, a jawusu, and that the ordinary bro for dinner bet was a William Musu. A jawusu, Yamakwaba.
Mejusu.
What point to say?
Nyankopɔn ne nananom adom ne ho yɛ paa kakrakra.
Sanity. A jawusu cast me up on an anoma. There's a reason why to a casa, or non one the only person, meaning now, or soon near mammy, no, at the same time. A jawusu once used to be a pastor. What at the tea, so be and there was one in an anum in the ditch media. And no chance or no in a comedy. Jawusu bet my dano camera and Samaica crap. But
Like this.
oh yeah, it was supposed to be landscape, no. Well, I be a while lucky with screen, no. So one lucky with screen now. Oh yeah, I bet my money room come on up with you.
Ha etimi yɛ better no yɛ Facebook mitimi sɛ I don't know.
Okay, to what's so fiction and you got far Professor Kwesi from Brana for the Yamana Kwaba. Professor Kwesi. What did I come on? Prof, one point man.
Bia boko vema.
Na mi adom ya mi de nyame asese bia wako yesusu ye tamuchuku ye ha adom ne ahweye ni experience into no ye gumu naka so je wusu de ma problem there no problem say it ultimate fix so a problem ni hono but ultimate so it will just go
Let's set it up me here
no problem ye share you na say there's a lot going on, but actually let me invite Killer K to the show because him being a security expert also don't know will give us more insight when it comes to that. Let's invite Killer K to the show. Oh snap, Killer K, I sent you the information twice. Hold on. I should for Mr. Alpha Quenya was invite to me now so intimate and Benjamin so because we really want to get to the bottom of this and also make sure say whatever is going on is well, addressed because one can say when you bonnet or share can for whom my team yansa chichibu miensa eko and see no or so one can say when you bonnet and also no and it's also sort for voice so I'm done quiet. So we have to make sure so the right thing is done. Killer K, my sender will link, to join the show. Killer K, come on the show. Let's make this happen. All right, Ebusia for Nema Bebe na Akoso Ewa Ghana, and I want to make sure that we do address that accordingly. The first one I will want to talk about. Also, we actually will. In page 4 cast me says you're bolding. Okay, me yama Killer K akwaba. Killer K yama akwaba ba show this so.
Thank you.
Your podcast says you right. Like me to hon kakra remember right. No, not mute. Reduce the volume of maybe we did not wash it or no. And on mute to solve so that. Yes.
Okay.
It's been a long time. First time back on friend say on the show this year. We ourselves it's our first time back on the show this year. Hey, yeah, it's welcome to the show. Now me bow. How did the NYC get access to the show? The NYC what hacking the system now? How did you guys do the show?
No. Me say now we important to me and then we join by force. My hack.
Oh, Charlie, that's it. Thank you. But how did you get access to the show?
No, why see no what is that going to media now? I think where with or draws probably to me hack or draws. My hack or draws. Don't play with me, man.
Yo, it's also they believe if you are being click this because rather than the democracy. Because I know I only send it to the panelist platform and individually to a job with a Killer K. So I think people are saying, what is he doing over there? But I'm glad said the show brought you over here, and I'm glad. And again, anybody who wants to be on the show, we can only take up to 10 people. But anybody who wants to be on the show, send me a message and I will just send you the private link, so that you can get on. Again, like I said, sometimes we start up the show with you, and the show just intrigues people to come because the topic is sensitive. And whether you like it or not, security is an integral part of every country. If your security is weak, we will not gonna have musicians like the NYC come up with their song because there will be no safety out there. There will not be safety out there, and there will be no event promoters like us to throw out a show for you to come and perform. There will be no schools open for Professor Quating to come and teach. Okay, at the end of the day, there will be no sanity going on for people like Jawusu them to go sit on platforms and just share their views and everything. And on top of that, the work just falls down on Killer K and the rest, right? I mean, I'm retired, so Killer K is still this, the longest serving member when it comes to the Ghanaian community entertainment industry. So please, it's only important. Say we'll take this very very seriously, and let's make sure we get this done. Okay, so now let's talk about the show. Okay, let's talk about what is happening. Okay, what just happened? Okay, so what just happened? First of all, last year, I forgot exactly the month. Me, Prof, Killer K, Jawusu, and some other people, we were on this same platform, and we were talking about the fact that Mepacho Mumi to Musad Man, why Mr. Panelist, Mumi to Musad Mami. And we were talking on the fact, say, a lot going on with Prof. Can you bet my Kaimi? Corona you see so last year and discussing with Abranton Kakana.
Adra.
Edra, yes, Kaka. Yes. So what happened with the show? What happened with that? And they say, baby, I'm on the show. Go this way. Go to this catch one, please. So what happened is Edra Kaka. And I said, yeah, Branson Frank Kaka. Yeah, that was the name, Kaka. There was a showdown. Commando Rambo style showdown. Basically, I felt for a second I was back in deployment, okay? And there was a lot that was going on. And whatever happened at Adrenaline cost the life of Kaka, who was a freedom fighter. And on top of that, others and many were injured. Now, down the lane, along the line, in the course of the week or two, this same similar issue has happened again. And this has happened to Abrantia, just say, also Donko, BBI then Aton, Nkoranza. And I know that most of you guys have seen what has happened and what has went down. So for the sake of time, and I'm not just going to repeat the videos on the show and everything. I want you guys to give us an overview or what you think or what you make of what happened. Then let's just dissect it back. Let me start off with Prof. We know the show last week. So let me start off with our old but welcome back members. Let me start off with let me go with the Jawusu. Jawusu, my OV you in patch of.
Very for me chachi amunyina.
Yeah, Jawusu.
I would say sometimes near maybe brio na Ghana no ukasa na one here. You get yourself into trouble when it comes to political issue. Ghana ni nim say o can as a Ghanaian na ya target at the politics abesha okon. Many mind BCC na ya discuss bibi. O MPP ni na ade bi o ye na me ka de nke was osika no. Me ka ye na man kan bi ama MPP no. De o ka kire me ni say even Mahama or ye goat, you goat, upon Chenokura and the Pessia to Abama. What do I say? Which is Miss more party bidding, oh, can when people said American Ghana, same say Ghana, since what target with NDC right away. The way as some way I kind of will be to 1 year or because oh, Grovoni MPP for NDC for no Masoli Etia Nanadu Abaya na say Kufe Mahama Bang as far as say government also the day and one can be a man away opponent. Womunim say we Ghana ni na okasa as a Ghanaian. Nti ya na had dream wo Ghana pa say obi ntimi nkyere na dwen without the person yen target is a political member or part another party. minimum time a yebetimi agya saa de no na yehu se Ghana ni bia ye Ghana ni and the fact is say even say me NDC ni kura at the end of the day me president ene nanado because wa winning aban will rule Ghana, he's not ruling MPP party. Nti mesre Ghana for say omo yemfa saa de no entry adwin na yehu say president obeba no or by either party A or B na or standing across a candidate no the winning ya at the end of the day or winning you know where Ghana president not a party president. That's the one thing I'm person me kana osha incident na a course you know a course in Nkoranza na it's very unfortunate. One of them even in Nkoranza guys now it's obi ewu cells. I think that's what the news is. Into omo demonstration you know one guy be okosa etuo ball no wate ato no. Yes, na me wo video no bi na me hu niam bi say ya na ma delete. Omu demonstrate enam kro no mo pe otuo ball no na wote okofom sa na wahwe ase moja ne ti hu nyina. Ba akususu etuo no aka ne chest. Awon ne right chest ne nofo no nchen sa.
I know say aboba ni shame.
Correct. Omo de kire. Nti no why say obi demonstrating na at the end of the day the commander in chief where everything will go down to the president doorpost. President, you at the end of the day when I commander in chief. At the end order now the ma enti anipa aye demonstration e was omo twituo e de call omo so like one obi kokon like Ukraine and Russia war. Ebasa na ama oman no as we dictatorship ye can be nipa demonstrate woni etuo oni asekan enti ye need proper equipment bi ye di badwo oman no ehun se obi mpira anan po obi bepira a minor scratch bi a wo be ne ho betitim bi na gise tuo nanti ye de be so nipa o mo demonstrate ya no Ghana is really sad. Ghana is really sad. Ghanaians no omunya to abama leaders ni mu omu biem both NDC and MPP omu mu omu biem onyanya power ni wi a asa se ne chamo no nso ya bibi bia be crossing the way no obekun no atena so. That's what I've seen it in Ghanaian leaders. Enya fine egu aban na nimu ase egu kuro na nimu ase ama kabima minka be a friend democracy no it's now working in Ghana. Because who be one wa yakun ya treat well who be one wa ya chi wakotum who be one wa ya target with another party yekosuya na ehwe nti me hu say politics no go hey why I'm sorry
No problem.
Grano Hagen
Glad they had you.
me hu say politics no men kwa dia me Kofi Amete madwenya. Let's go back to our kinship. Yen dissolve democracy in Ghana and why? Because all the political parties from Rollins to Kufuor to Mahama Atamels and the Kufuor in present day was in 30-something years. No, yen to me who aba omaso amagana. Which nkiyedua mango kura nka so am yetiedi we cannot account for say party na abetina so nyina we no mde mind say bloodshed no mde ba dia. In fact, let's go back because me who political party be as obitima beboa Ghana. I'm sorry say me can say we work at them say e na okay ye ka security as yes security no the man be wie ho the same politics here. Wo hwe ma bebre a impo mo ya by election this and so chaos by election keka ye to aba no this ntokwasi ma nipa bi nti ne ho ase kura eno gisi e bituo and stop yentimi solve problem without firearms and I say onipa bi moja begu yentimi what kind of people are we ye free etimi si ba bia mom de but wohwe America ha say a nansen a omoto aba Trump ka say wa woni an crofo call capital koye nyema incident be see but one a betimi appoint say police ni bi eshutu obi or those incidents. The ones are civilians and citizens no and a say niema. Even police need fire so my police need be in the course of that. So bringing the people to an order. yante say minimum de bia na me refia police ni bi eshutu obi wa bra citizens nko no mo say niema. The other day black guys be a demonstration, one civilian na ye na here oye broni oye ka say oye racist wo twi tuo every the fear young guy bi ekokun wo mo ye hu police ni a wo twi tuo kokun wo mo be Ghana de ba police fo na omo boye ho ban na no na omo twi tuo na omo kun ye sem ponche ne nkokọ na omo wie a omo aka say omo san bo hwan ho ban
Asamo.
wo hwe Ghana security a atete apansam enye dwuma ene yesi wo ye wuda ha enye police ni ne ku nu kura ye twitwa no oyoba ye twa no private part be ma ye twa no ha say so many things kidnapping here and there. Na police fo a mo boy ho man ye de mo ba chichire wire asem to ye be su afre mo no ye kire kura na se mo nti ase ne ye de emma ne tuo de no mo say ye be kontokwa na nipa yi nam krom say omo hwehwe justice ama wo mu nua owu in the course of police or wo nsem owu ye eno say o tuo na be shutu no.
Wow.
Because
Yeah, that's it. We'll do a quick overview about, and to me, what I kind of got from what you were saying, and they said, as all my outlets of how insecurity, and I say, yeah, police insecurity, and law enforcement security, comes across, So we will hear from other people. Then after that, we'll dive deep into the security aspect, Yanko, Killer K. So, Killer K.
Yes.
Your overview.
Well, usually when it comes to issues like this, I want to see the full report, right? I don't want to jump the gun, but this is what I know for a fact. If it looks like a duck, barks like a duck, and walks like a
Definitely.
duck, it definitely is, right? So there's something fishy going on among the police service. All right. That said, um, there is no perfect police service. You will have the ones that we could talk about California and their mishaps as well. You will have those bad apples among them. All right. Hopefully, with this incident, uh, Dan Parry will use it to fish those kind of individuals out, right? Because this really falls on him and Mr. William. I don't think this is should be directed to the president. This actually falls on Dan Parry and his formation. Okay, so the president really has nothing to do with this when it comes to this here. Um,
But
that's
the reason why politicians always align everything to the commander in chief is he's also responsible for the security of the country. So when people direct responsibility to them, not necessarily they are accountable for that, but also they are responsible for if things were put in right places.
I got it. But you can't just jump straight to him without holding the first line supervisor
Accountable.
accountable, right? So I didn't hear him talking about what is Dan Perry doing about it. He just went straight to the president, right?
I understand.
So yeah, so the buck the buck stops with the president. Got it. But when it comes to the security of the country, the buck also stopped with Dan Perry. So that's the point I'm trying to make. All right. So I have a lot of respect for this guy, and I hope he's going to use this incident to fix whatever issues that they're having, to fish out the bad apples. Okay. Because even in America, we have bad apples in our police services. Okay. Um, that said, the police in Ghana needs training. They really do. One of the trainings that they need, which Mr. William talked about, well, didn't really talk about the training, but one of the training that they need is crowd control. Okay, in an event of a protest, you don't open fire into the crowd. Like it's not done anywhere. Well, it's done. Obviously, it's done in Ghana, but you don't do that if you have crowd control equipment and training. you will be able to contain the crowd.
Especially when they're not fighting back.
Exactly, exactly.
Like
If this,
Edra was different. Edra was like the Edra guys were fighting back. They were throwing stuff at them, rocks and all the stuff,
no, no,
stones.
no, 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 no. You still can't shoot. Let me
No,
tell
no,
you
no, no.
what.
I'm not saying it's still warranty to shoot. But what I'm saying, even in this case, it was way lesser of attraction from the,
Gotcha,
yeah,
gotcha,
that's what I'm trying to say.
gotcha,
So
gotcha.
regardless, I mean, you can't shoot at somebody when they're not shooting at you.
No. So you open fire in the crowd. That tells me your skill set is not good enough to control the crowd. And whoever gave that order needs to be held accountable. Whoever pulled that trigger, all those individuals needs to be held accountable. Because it was just a protest. Now, I saw another video that the protesters stormed into a police station. Okay. Now check this out. Now, whether it's true or not, I don't know. But like the story is still coming. It's unfolding. They storm into a police station and they attack the police officers at the police station. Right. We don't have the full details of it. Now, you and I know if you storm into a police station in America with a route, somebody getting shot. The police are shooting back. Okay, so were these individuals shot when they storm into the police station? I don't know. I don't think you do, right? Or were these people after storming the police station and the police came out shooting is when they got hit? Usually when things are under investigation, I want to see the full scope. I want to just take that tactical pause and have everything unfold before I actually have input on that. But yeah, the police need training. All right, they need crowd control training. Shooting in a
Okay.
dense crowd is not the way to go. No, you don't do that.
Okay. Killer K, thanks for your overview. And I know, sir, we're gonna go deep into what kind of training and also how to properly mitigate situations like this as a security personnel yourself. Prof, let me come to you real quick. And my sister Sapoyoyo made a comment said it's done in Ghana. Why? Ghana, yeah, anything goes. So, Prof, um, to start off with you, though, right? Last year we were talking about this. We are right here on this platform talking about the fact that a drought could have been handled differently, and also we're very very fumed about it. Could it be said the case was tried, right? And maybe because of the outcome, it wasn't pleasant. Don't know. And then I say, and I intensify the rate at which this one went. Could that be the case? That's another question I want you to answer when you start giving your overview. Also, also, a dim pa and a bekose, all this riffraff to go on. And I call it riffraff because to say whether the riffraff is the civilians or riffraff is the police riffraffs, no. I mean, at the end of the day, no. Somebody's walking around with no brains in the head. I'm serious. What is the one behind the badge or is the one against the badge? Somebody's walking around with no brains in the head. And I've made this point and I'll say this again. And I will repeat it again. In respect of how much I love Killer K, if Killer K tells me, let's go right out against a situation, I'll follow him. Let's go, protest against a situation, I'll follow him. But the moment he starts fighting against the security personnel, I'm walking away. I'm sorry. Unless he got slapped or he got hit and he was trying to defend himself. But if we had a plan to go protest, speak our pain on paper and placards, and you decide, police officer Jenny Baby, wako to Boabon, I'll walk away. But when we started minding our own business, the policeman made a mistake and shot and didn't get the right target. Yeah, bruh, we coming at you deep, nine, or at all angles. Why do I say this? I say this to say something's gonna be prevented. Do you think so? Prof Yanko.
Yeah, thank you, PK. Thank you, Killer Kid and Mr. William Owusu. So yeah, this case is kind of like connected to the Ejiros case. So Shemwa is it's like the aftermath of the Ejira case, and Asansu P in Nkoranza, South. So Oshemu Pankra now, Krani Yukun, he is the nephew of the Nkoranza South MP, which is Emmanuel Kojo Ejikum. He's Emmanuel Kojo Ejikum's brother.
Brother's son.
Yeah, and Kennedy Duncan Omukuna. Omukuna is or the main narrative and Yomo Isikaka. So according to story now meeting from the MP and from other people now. Accra Kennedy Duncan Enam Kwansu no ko ofri Nkoranza hon eko baby and okotonyoma Orban and Nkoranza police one and armed robbers for eche no bono no mujino honyoma including a laptop and all. Laptop no inti ono ohun kwofo na omobo no armed robbers for na ohun omo say kwofo omunye police for na omoka police for so I just say so okwanti adichi no call I mean obedun Nkoranza hon and call Bart B and no narrating the story say meba no kwofo bi eku I mean eche me bo me and omo buy suspecting so omo police for see asem yo and now obi wo bar ho na guy be wo bar ho na guy ne te ho ekoche police or come out police want a tip say Charlie could be said I remember it's for airborne edge in a laptop na or suspected say a police for so is your case that police for almost protected the community almost sounds like Daniel armed robbers almost sounds so boom for IG so that was the case at by 2 a.m. and police one around the Kobna don't call the mommy feel and omo bebo ni do mu se on pimbra ti mame no it's a noise na ekoso and I say na ekoso na anything police for around the me fear and on police one catch mame so onko da sen hana and I say no mu ma ba me fear and I kwano say me ba how can you tell me say me nkoda abra me ba is involved inji mame no ka say we police for ampa dia
and akwani di mochi na yenko a police station ti mame no fatade share no call police station at 2 a.m. ti okoye no hu say omde ne ba no akota baby almost on statement so saying inti mame no yes say side your sanso be kofie ti mame no sanso dane no ho ekofie around 5 a.m. since ade chi na mame ne bae no and now say na me ba me rehwe me ba and I'm say kotichima yeah because of the nature of the case yeah transfer na kotichima so at you okay stop right there Killer K, I hope you're taking some pointers. The nature of the case, key point of what the nature of the case you man transfer from Nkoranza to Techiman. Yeah, Babe Busai was what was the nature of the case and what is the severity? Because when the key word or the operative word was nature of the case, and it means there's a degree of severity, and we'll ask ourselves, say, does that degree of severity, amount to a transfer to a higher authority? Prof to us.
You see, yes, I know. Say, all my transfer and go Techiman, and I say, okay, Techiman, okay, and then make ho. I mean, also, yeah, but more than on also call Techiman. Of course, Techiman, guys, all my transfer and go Kintampo.
Okay.
I was okay, and you'll be called. Or quite or quite a Kintampo, I'm getting say, almost transfer the Banico, I said, to your bottom police station, don't go home. See, my minute call, I really don't say, oh, Kohani, baby, we different 4 times. You see, my minute was also coffee until about nearly 3 weeks. Now, Ghana police for me and can be beyond family, no. My minute was search it, Bushafona search it, even MP Nkoran and Kofa search it, say, I'm fana a don't call or baby or within that 2 a.m. between 5 a.m. and Omukunakra. They wanted to cover up the body. And they call a holy child, it is a hospital, or in Nkoranza South one. And the holy child is a Catholic institution, right? And guys say, ain't me and body, Munko Fani Bushia, Embra. And as a Munko Fani family representative from Bra, and Sani Hajib. So that means that you kuno, you perceive then koshe freedom. Holy child from Zomonjeno. Okay. And that means that, so you can say, you Bushia for Bima, let me say, like, Yeni Kuno, Ubiabi say Yeni Kumakra. Indeed, body need a holy child family for the angel, and a police for now for my body. In baby, I'm say, a woman 3 weeks, and I'm say, body, and I could be a cry. Indeed, it will be in him. Indeed, the whole case in this, a lot of people are having a different narration of stories. Police statement, I said, by another say, I'm say, 3 weeks, nearly 3 weeks, no, you're right now. After the a month for say police for the police for statements on the buy and I say no only police for a shootout and shootout the moon no mukuno. I crow unkita you, unkita second, unkita knife, on your bag.
On top of that, he's in the custody of them.
He's in the custody of the police. That's the safest place that any Ghanaian could ever hope for, right?
Mm-hmm.
All because idea like facial recognition or recognizes say some people in the police force are Daniel Mohan robbers. I rob no I in the whole laptop in the seeking or kind will be cut to pay off and they bet that 2 a.m. way and send it break. The whole point is that police statements on the buy it doesn't make sense. Police ones say more transports in our court teaching man. And how many armed robbers was on Sukushia. And our robbers so no muji shoot too no. Indeed, what's your story now? The story doesn't add up. I mean, I don't know who is the head of that in Nkoranza South Police Command. I don't know who it is, but it looks like a cover-up. And police is a union, right? Everywhere in the world. It's like immunity. Like you cannot be in police unless they are convicted, right? In this case, Albert did not even have a right to trial or a right to court or a right to lawyer. They just killed the guy out of the even because I also suspect it would be Akuriadi and also be Wakukuni Pabe 100 cry and I said mass murder cry now. You don't kill the guy. You have to let the guy defend himself or herself, right? In that case, we didn't see that. So stories now and they Bush Alfonso demanded a Ghana police will say omonka him body no. So omonka mo they say mokuna body anyway. They cannot even account. And the police were say before come be body no. Black is for no more ye they were monka can't so munjai Sunday.
That was very shallow. That was very shallow.
I'm of one ye they were say a case no. Omo no say asem monka can't so munjai they no. And sana ye no makasa why as a Ghanaian police force. And I get Killer K said, yes, this case is not, this is beyond the president. We get that, right? We get that. And the Killer K kind of said, you don't shoot. It's a protest. You don't, Ghana police really need to learn that. You see Kennedy, Donko Newu, Victor, the other guy in so Ofemu, Victor, I think so that's what Mr. Wilson was saying. Willem and several other people are injured in the hospital. You need almost as a process of the injury. Not we don't know. Into now, I say Ghana police story in the Nkoranza South and it doesn't add up. And that MP Nase, I hope say MP Nanyan nephew into that when they break our pay justice. I hope say or be pay justice for every other person. Indeed, the reason why in Nkoranza South youth, any police phone, aircon said they demand justice. So that's in idea police phone came out clean. Or make us okay. Yeah. But say I don't think that protest in the ever so. Right. So that's it. If you admit your mistake, nobody. But at the same time, say more person moji law no. I mean, of course, but only a commander's phone, paying for no more in Nkoranza South and police, only more can, or more bad me to say, Charlie, Yanya, Nini said, Banisha, and there's a big mistake. They will admit it confidentially. But In person, no, on media, they will not admit it because police is a union, right? See, they don't make kind of.
Yeah, Reverend Carl asked the question. I'll say, PK, I salute you, my brother. Is this man currently speaking a witness to the actual alleged killer? No, he's not a witness. He read the same thing that I read and watched the same thing that I watched from the eyewitness statements. And basically, in the story that he just narrated, it was exactly what I watched, and we did not watch at the same time, and we did not listen to it at the same time. The report that gave from the police department, no, is basically the same report that I read from the police department. If you go to the police department website on what Twitter account, I'm pretty sure some Facebook accounts it's on it. You see exactly what they posted as well too, concerning even how what they try to do concerning that. Now let's now go into the matter. Let's look at this from this angle, okay? Um, there have been so many inconsistencies when it comes to the Ghana police and their reports or deliveries. One of the delivery comes with the Takrady girls case, from the home of the CID boss, Mamitiwa, coming off. Oh, the women are there. We know where they are. Say. Then finally, the women are dead. The girls are dead. That was very, very misleading, confusing, and to me, no, that's not the best way to calm down an angry family who wants the best for their families. Like, I don't think so anybody at all should just even think that was the best way to handle that issue. That's one. The second one was the case of Idra. Idra came up, and people started with a whole lot of, your friend to say, assumptions. So, oh, the people were doing this, they were doing that. Then video shows up, sparks out of anywhere, with a military man taking a knee at a knee post, shooting into a crowd. There is no way you can tell me, say, will you take a knee and you shoot upwards? I've been shooting at least 12, 13 years of my life, legally. And I've never seen any position that when you want to shoot in the air, you take a knee and shoot in the air. Accuracy is off when you take a knee to shoot in the air. When you take a knee and you shoot across waistline, your accuracy is always on point. Better off than standing and shooting downwards. We're talking about, again, accuracy. Accuracy. So what will make one shoot by taking the knee and shooting into it? When you shoot a prostrate, okay? I'm a prostrate now. When you shoot a prostrate, that means lying on the ground, shooting on the ground now. Accuracy is always important because, one, you have too much control over the weapon and it minimizes the movement of the weapon. Same way taking the knee, planting the weapon on your shoulder. Unlike say, no. Again, stance of shooting and our position of shooting counts into what the purpose is for. And whether it's going to cover you up or it's going to make your efficiency more valuable. So yes, we saw that in the Takrady Girls issue. We saw that with the dry issue. A lot of inconsistency comes in from the government officials, from the PRs and stuff like that. We all went over it, okay? Now, in the case of this one, and there've been so many issues. No, before even this one, the Boulevard van. Again, a lot of inconsistency with the Boulevard van. To the sense that even one acting IGP made a statement say, this is not heaven. Even in heaven, there's crime. Okay. And he got fired right after that. So again, look at it from that perspective. To say later on down the line, we'll find out say the person that shot the police officer was another insider. Another police officer shooting the police officer. So yes, the police fraternity, they're not saints. Just like every other job. They're not saints. What are we looking at right now? What are we dealing with right now? Again, is the modus operandi the best approach? Is the modus operandi the right way? What is the Ghana security lacking in terms of how to properly or modern policing? Is it education? Is it training? Is it that said allow them to work, or somebody's not allow them to work, or be the handcuff go mechi virtually, or what I call the e-handcuffs? It's e-handcuffs, ego munsechi, to the sense say a job who want to work effectively so bad, But because of Professor Quason is the man in charge or the boss, Master Sebeka carry you come. Who be the master? The master day. But because Prof Quason is the boss, is the master into the no, a job can just operate the best way he can. What do you make wrong of the process? And how do you think is the best way for us to control that? Ejawusu, let's start off with you.
Yo, me da say my baba. I was me nua me kasa wi o kasa Killer K. Na o kasa bi say one Ebra Felix nso mo bi kasa very 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 good. Yi nyina ye sua niam bi afiri mu. But at the end of the day, ye nua Killer K kan they need training. Any education said ye wo nso so o kan no pepepe. PK o kan. The whole thing comes down to training and equipment. And when I was say it me a bind you obeba no betimi a supply Ghana security forces. Na ombetimi aye adwuma no na afezu so I was say recruitment no. Omo recruit police ni say based on merit, not because of I'm affiliated to certain political party. All the time, no police, then they get away with it because at the end, leader is in power, and nobody is holding them responsible because the moment they are buying and now said the government of the day best sorry TMZ police knew where you see, and you holding all the police will stand up against that government. Say yent minimum yedma yenu be a bonnet one cover into Ghana no. Niama bebre ekutia ya politics no why and crime bebre so nka de enua no Killer K can they need training and equipment ana nipa no so Ghana police ya fa wonne because nipa na oba mu na nkasa wotua bribe no oba nti oba peni sika the bribe no oba mu no na say recently na omo fa national security ya omo fa immigration na me nkrofo mienu bi na omukum ba ko de okum because na sika na omoji omo bribe in fact me manya bia support omti no omomienu kan musika bo na ba ko de koye say ono anya kwa omde in the future say kase ba ko mra onzu betuma ma na kwa onza enti wa gene bribe ana wa kwa kwat no oye custom say one of the border no so Ghana shares wo be enti wono anya ni waji bribe no wakwa okotene sika enti obeye bibia say e wo so otenika nti asa adwuma no ofane se sikanti no koye onfane se it's a service to mankind and as wakosom ne man because first of all your man to form watuaka ya gene bribe so many obstacles no akom ansana onya access se obesom ne man nti okom sa wafa that career no as a money machine and ATM you have to do what it takes to get money from hono even the pay na ya de man no kranya hono wo hwe o pesika we Nkoranza de ni niema ya boss bebre ukoko hu police panyin no na imposa wu na udi for na omo bribe they will take it no my asem no basa no wako baby now on say Trump de by is at the end of the day Trump even though na ye to abanu we wanya abanu wa meye president but still ni ye boni din say Trump ne ma sa de by nti ye ntimi nyai aban ya wotiso no din emfiri mu da enye ye asem no si ye ade na aban ya wotiso no wa ba beka mimi mom de menti mom de bia na obi atese na ado his excellency wa be make some and wa be make some comments na obeka bibimpo achichere abusuafo no akoma and sometimes case like this no we up to the leader and say obeka bibi no matimi omo akoma atimi ato omo yam but bibi bia sama sa na it say eja no eda so ehihye the Ghana police in there any security system na Ghana in there obia eva immigration ni bibia no any so military no they need training go wo hwe adwura de ya menyi ni se nkrofo so mu de abo ni niema kura na ya police said the PK wo kan obebu nkotodwe wo de wo kan brofo me na mama nka ni twi na mikrom kasa no obebu nkotodwe na wa shutu the moment they obu nkotodwe shutu ye no wo de nipa no uku no onza enti ye besere ye leaders no either say dampare and as whoever is in charge no any mpanyimfo omo wo ho no ma police no a proper training any equipment here omo de beye adwuma omunya good equipment say how to control crowd say the yenuanom binum kekae ne ne na I don't think so omo ko omo de tuo beko etuo no kura be hye omo a e be some kind of rubber bullet bi a ye de be bowo a wonwu bi ne ne bi with the section say obo say microphone no ba with arms there then you change your strategy now so they face you omo eno no ye better here but we wo krom enya wo ne o man foforo bi na eko dia ye be sere Ghana mpanyimfo ye be sere wo mo with all due respect say omo pe necessary equipment training ni niema more education on ground any all the security system ni na agency ni nyina either private or police or whatever no na yen training wo mo ye because this killing is getting too much nipa ye ham wo mo ni niema ebasa na amaze obi kokro no kura na kro nya attractive anymore to bring a nipa omo pese omo ba bebe ye adwuma okro no bi ana nkrofo bi abeka ntokwa wo ne store ana se wo be bie factory ni niema na ya free police na police tuo oba obato no na akogbo nipa foforo bi no okunu
Okay.
enye tuo na ye de so niema no bebre sa until sentoko na soldier for kura de sentoko nsi ya adwira case e de na police fo ntimi hande anti police soldier for ba hobi ndi niema na ye beba de ye besra aban no ne dampare ne wo mo say ye sra wo mo ya na ye to aban wo mo ya na wo govern ya na wo ye look up to them so be directing no mama ye nso ye ho ato ye ne rely on them say say back critical omo na ebesu afra omo so omo sign treaty ye that way na ye hope ni na loss kakra meka no na obi su mra bi.
All right. Me address it. Carl commenty. Apostle, I say, PK, Ghana Police Service is a fantastic and well-trained organization. I agree with him with the fantastic. Well-trained organization. I still have a little question to do that. Because maybe the question is, what is well-trained about it? The problem with the agency is the political influence and the president being the controlling factor. Onto the gun, and before I go to the next point, first of all, one thing we have to understand is that the president is the commander in chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, not the Ghana Police. The Ghana Police falls directly under the bureaucracy of the vice president. Does that make sense? The vice president, the Ghana police chief, or IGP, reports directly to the vice president, not the president of the country. The vice president of the country, regulates and makes sure, say, all regulations and procedures and policies, are being facilitated by the Ghana police. Whereas the president, does the same with the Ghana Armed Forces. So with that being said, the CDS, okay, of Ghana, which is the Chief Defense of Staff, of the Ghana Armed Forces, Quebec say Chief of Staff of the Armed Forces, reports directly in line with the Minister of Defense and everybody, the Secretary of the, to the President. Okay. So with that being said, I don't know why the president should be able to control the Ghana police. Again, that is another conversation that we can actually, dive deep into. Going further with his comment, I'll say, until Ghana Police Service operates like we have here in the state, where the president has no influence on the police chief, the police service will remain a political tool. Now, I have three folds of this statement, and I mean, right? First of all, Apostle Carl Tay Goffred is a retired police officer from Baltimore or the DMV area. Okay, so he knows very well. Said training now he went through is not what the Ghana police are going through, because I know he has friends in the Ghana Police Caucus. So the training that he went through is not the same training that they are going through. When it comes to how to properly train officers, what officers need to become effective, dealing with the split seconds, dealing with the impulse reaction and all the stuff. When the crampona Crampon say police for our crampona, even still people are complaining. So they need more training, they need more exercise, they need more patience. Ghana police don't have half. Ghana police, half of them are bullies. If not more, are bullies. As a police officer, you shouldn't be bullied. You shouldn't walk behind him because me, I won't lie. I won't sit here and lie. A police officer threatened me, and I told him one blank said, "Where? Oh, yeah, Bema for 22 honor, and we'll do Mugamu right here on the spot. I'm not even gonna go and come back and be like, oh, let's go figure it out. No, I'm not gonna do that. Oh, yeah, Bema for 22 because at that point, maybe I don't have a gun on me. Into no, the way he got dominated over me is the gun. And then guess what? I don't respect that such a person. I don't respect him because he's behind the badge. I respect the uniform, no, Shano. That is the only reason why I never made a move. Hadn't been the uniform, and he was off uniform and off duty, and he talked to me the way he talked to me, hit on top of my car, made my kids in the back of the car scream like they've been so traumatized. Bro, you putting trauma in the heart and the minds of my kids. This is 2018. And I was in the car with my late cousin who just passed away. My wife and my kids were two, my two kids in the back seat sleeping on our way to church. He hit the hood of the car, and that's not training anywhere. And when I came out of the car, because bro, so let me tell you something. One thing no man will ever do is disgrace me in front of my family. You will not talk to me like this. And secondly, I'm not a criminal, so don't talk to me like I'm a criminal. And thirdly, did I just break the law? If I didn't break the law, you just stopping me because you just want to do random search or you just want to do your random talk and probably see if I'm going to give you a little cash on the side or not. But one thing you will not do is hit my car or talk to me like you talk to a reckless person. I will straighten you up real quick. Hey, Abrante. Then the next thing is he want to put his hands on my chest and push me back. I grabbed his hand and I told him, don't even think about it because I will let your hand go. But if you bring your hand one more time, you're not going to get your hand back. I'll make sure I break it. And then you have to probably kill me in front of my kids. Don't do that. That's not training. That's not training. And that has got nothing to do with political influence. I want to just address this. Okay, because I have been basically molested by a police officer before. When I be by police, like mishandled by a police officer in Ghana before, but never in the state. So I can't speak for the one in the state. I can only speak for what I see. And that police officer, I can tell you for a fact, he ended up being Awudomi. I'll play the prank on him. So they make a police office. I think it's a prof. I've told you this situation. I think I've told Killer this. It was me and my older brother. We played the prank on him. We went over there. I had a comb. I had an Afro comb, right, that time, right? And I put it behind the car. It's like, if you move, I'll shoot you. This police officer sat in the car. And this is how ignorant he was. He sat in the car and left his weapon at the back of the car. Guess who's sitting at the back of the car? Me. He asked me to move from the front seat and go to the back of the car. Sipom. And I turn front to judge 22 H. Koji me. Is that training? And I put his weapon was on the left side, I'm on the right side, and I put a comb behind the chair. I was like, if you move, I will blow you. You do kwa wudo cemetery. We got there, my brother picked up the goes balam. You nipa ni bi diaba, also police officer, and this police officer started begging on his knees. In the front seat, Mr. Mo Mupanchemi, it was a name. And you know what he does? Obejina Kutun say, no, I chill. Me do call headquarters. Odu tesanoa no we see form. Every single day, that's his life. Every single day, that's his life. Into Odu call headquarters, I'll bet you 2,500. The 250 Ghana. Or they show the bottom. One, he gets free ride. Two, when you're 250 Ghana every day. I don't know what he does coming back. But the moment I did try Tesano, and we kept going. You do circle, you try, you make it right. And we went to a Wudome cemetery, And then we told the guy, said, we're actually looking for somebody to sacrifice for rituals, Now his whole life changed. That's not training. That's not part of your training. And you can't tell me that that's political influence. That's not political influence. That's just a bad person who never had a total background check. That's somebody who's been bullied all his life and got behind the uniform and the badge and want to intimidate people. You got a wrong MF. You're not going to intimidate me and walk away. I will let you have a dose of your own medication. You want to test that medication and know how it feels. That day, I was late to church 2 hours because that police officer detained me. And all because my wife was like, just calm down. So just think about it. If I happen to be somebody who's not psychologically strong or emotional intelligence is tough, emotional intelligence, and maybe I have a gun on me and goes to my car and we just started shooting at each other now, what have we just? We just lost 2 citizens or 2 Ghanaians who can be profitable to the country. We put all this anger in the normal citizens, and we wonder why they rebel against us when we're supposed to protect and serve them. That is not modern policing. That is not policing at all. People, look, outside the training, Killer Kid, tell me that when you decided to go to the recruiter and join the military about 20 years, something years ago, they just be like, oh yeah, Kojo Date, come here. Oh, sorry, Kojo Date. Come here and just join the army. No, they went through a background check of you. There's a reason why you do the case file. Because the case file has demographics of you. It has the financial background of you. The case file has your family background and relatives, educational background. The case file also constitutes of basically everything that you have achieved and acquired, places that you've lived, references. It comes with that. Okay. The case file also comprises of your credit score. Your case file also talks about your legal background, your usage with drugs. 3 references. All these are part of your constitute of your TCI, which is whether it's going to be your top secret clearance, or it's going to be your secret clearance, or it's going to be your general clearance. This constitute to that. Do they have those clearances over there? Do they have those background checks over there? Did you even know that this guy, he used to be a rapist in the neighborhood and decided to join the armed forces right now, the security forces, just to, try to hide behind the badge and get some immunity so that nobody can actually check on him. That's not training. Why do you have to pay, like the gentleman said, why do you have to pay bribe to be part of the security forces or to be part of the security agency? Now we maybe to bribe maybe to be 600 Ghana, not 1,000 Ghana. Now just listen, no. The bribe that I'm paying is more than how much you'll be paying me every month. How do you expect me to survive? Make a Makobo Busia or Professor Kwesi Hono. And I have to come. I have to go pay back that Busia. What are you talking about? What I say? And like I said, Apostle Carl is my very good friend. I almost agree with him 90% of everything. But at this point to the Apostle, you are being too diplomatic with it. You're massaging the West with your friends and some sweet codings. And with your background you know that that's not the training that you went through. We have to call a spade when it comes to what is going on right. Enough is enough. They need somebody to actually be upfront with them and tell them the truth right in the face. Because like I tell you, when it comes to Ghana police, 80% have no respect right now. Then the sad part about it, they say, they work very well. Irrespective of their horrific attitude towards what we're trying to say, people don't know. When they want to work, they work diligently. So now, are they not being taken care of? And until now, some of them get into bribery and corruption. Are they not being taken care of very well? Is that the reason why some of them are actually part of armed robbery? Now, whole Ghana police. Police because of the Boulevard van. Think about it. My father-in-law is a retired Ghana police. And he told me that they never went through that process back in their days. And if that wasn't even the case, then it wasn't even too much like that. And I even got to learn, say, even barriers no more creating on the road. That's not policing. They're not supposed to do that. They're not authorized to do that. So at the end of the day, they still do it. People see them do it. It's kind of one quote unquote scare away armed robbers. Let them know, say, hey, the road is busy, the road is hot. So don't go on the road, try to do anything crazy, because guess what? Which is not bad. I don't have any problem with those barriers and all, like stop and friction, all the stuff. But the problem is, how do we constitute this towards, political influence? How do we constitute this towards training? This is just a bad nut spoiling the whole soup. This is just what it is. Killer K.
Yeah, so I'm usually the last guy that would jump on the bandwagon when it comes to military service members or police security officers. I always give them the benefit of the doubt because I know what my job entails, and sometimes civilians would not really have the whole full scope. I started from the beginning that there's something fishy there, right? There are bad nuts in there, all right? So we need to give this gentleman, Dampari, that opportunity to fish them out. There were a few things that you guys brought up, and Mr. William, you highlighted this. You're the first person that talked about this. You talked about recruitment, but then we kind of like um, trying to fuse recruitment and training. So those are two separate things right there. All right. Regarding the situation, let's just wait and see how the investigation goes on, and let's fish those bad nuts out. All right, before we jump the gun at all, because there are three sides to every story. All right, there's your side, my side, and the truth. We'll find out about the truth. And Felix, I appreciate you giving me more insight from your view. I believe one of the comments that came out that you were witness is one view. That's your view of it. Again, the police eventually they'll come out and let us know where everything is. So let's talk about recruitment. MPK, you highlight a few things about this. All right, the way we recruit service members in Ghana, all right, needs to be refined. Let's start from that. If we want to discuss and talk about fixing or having a solution to the problem, right? You can. You said it, and Mr. William also said it. You can buy your way into the service. And you and I know that. I can't go to a recruitment station and I have the terrible records, bad, and then I'm like, hey, I'm gonna pay you, the recruiter, this money so that you get me recruited. It doesn't work that way, right? So the way we recruit, are they conducting those things that you highlighted? Background check, okay? Your mental state. Are those things being conducted? Are those things being done? You talk about references. Who are referring these individuals? You and I, when it comes to top secret clearances, you have to list places that you live for the past 10 years. You have to list references for the past 10 years. And believe it or not, they will go back and check. You know, I'm I'm in a stage where my family is getting called. My family's calling me from Ghana, like, "Hey, does this security officer wanted to talk to me about?" I said, "Please talk to them." They wanted to know, So how is the recruitment being conducted? And then you just hit on that. The other thing that you hit on was the appointment of the IGP. Okay, and one of the comments that you read, you know yes, if the president is the only one that can appoint the IGP, then it's going to be politically affiliated. True statement.
Yes.
Okay, so that's another thing that we need to look into. Why is the president the one appointing the IGP
When he doesn't even report to you directly.
when he doesn't report to you directly? Correct. Okay, why can't uh, okay, in Ghana politics, I really don't know much. We don't have the Senate, we don't have the House. What do you guys have?
Parliament.
Okay, so why can't the Parliament appoint, just like we will send a nominee to the Senate or the House, and they will be interviewed, by the lawmakers,
Yep. To be the chief
and
of
the
staff.
lawmakers will vote, but not the president. So if the president is appointing an IGP in such a position, believe it or not, that individual owns a level of commitment. Like, hey, I owe you, man. You know what I mean?
Allegiance.
Yes, exactly. Right. So that is also another thing that we need to look into. Um, so I honestly didn't know this, right? So I'm beginning to get smart on the security services in Ghana and all that stuff. So I wanted to know more about the national security, and so I was inquiring more about it. And one of my cousins is a national security guy, um, and so I asked him a question. And he was like, and he point blank told me this, and this is insane. He said, whatever party takes office appoints their own national security. I didn't fucking know this. Imagine Obama coming to office and then his protection team, he appoints those guys. Like, that's insane.
Let me help you out a little bit over here. Do you realize that when Trump came into office, right, there's secret services that welcome him to the White House on the Air Force One, okay, are the same secret services that escorted him to Florida. Those guys are the same team that are with Joe Biden. And what they do is they are legion to the office, not to the person.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's the point I'm trying to drag out.
Yeah, I'm just adding on to what you just said.
Okay, if the president can appoint, that means the president have his own military. He's also his own militant. So my cousin was telling me this, that he is currently not in the national security anymore because his party is out of office. I'm like, okay, wait, doesn't make sense. Okay, so that is another thing we need to look into. And then he told me,
And you know that poses a security threat to the country
it does.
because you just exposed me to information that I'm not supposed to know, and now I'm not in that position right now. So then I can come up with some group of people and do some stupid.
He told me they're not educated, they just randomly recruited, and so now when his party comes in power, he will not be jobless anymore. Right? What kind of system are we running? Okay, so that's that. Now, in terms of level of training, um, we can have, somebody said Ghana Police Service are well trained and blah blah blah, and I don't doubt that. You also hit a point on that. When it comes to game, they can get it done, right? Okay, but regardless of the level of training that we provide these guys, we still have to weed out the bad nuts, the bad apples. You still have to weed those out. And how do we weed those out? It starts from the basics, from recruitment. All right. So an individual that
So that is what I was talking about, the fact that they need to get trained on how to recruit people. Training shouldn't just be physical training.
and you will know more about it. You will know more about
Exactly. And training is not just physical recruitment training. Training they need to train them on emotional intelligence. They need to train them when it comes to psyching them. They need to train them on how to refine their process. I can tell you, all their process from 1992 constitution, like constitution, everything is just bogus and needs to be revamped. And they're stuck with it since Tesano Depot was created and recruitment started from Tesano Depot back in whatever days it was. Okay, all those things need to be refined. When it comes to physical training, they can get it down. They can get it down. But is it just physical training? No. Human relations. Is there any even education about human relations? Is there even any education about emotional intelligence? Is there even an education about how to understand that service first? You serve it, and you're not a boss. You're not a land guard. Come on, man. Ghana police officers walk around in uniform and they'll go and do some events they're not even supposed to be there. And people will call them, hey, I want a personal bodyguard. They are about Ghana police know you bitch boy, personal bodyguard. Then you see people walking in malls and we got personal bodyguard. I'm like, who is this guy? Oh, he's just a rich man that lives down the street.
I mean, let's be fair. You can do the same in the States, okay? I mean, you literally can do the same in the States.
No. In order for you to do the same in the States, you have to understand the level at which you go. Are you an expatriate? Do you pose danger around you? And people go for private security. Not are you serious?
Right, but
NYPD
Ghana,
follow you around.
you don't have the private security in Ghana.
They're,
Right, so-
they're not too probably trained or well armed.
Yeah, because a private security in Ghana, they'll think you're coming to set up a coup. Okay, so they will not even give you that face. That they will not even give you, So it's a tool that you can use in Ghana. Go appoint, request the police. So let me tell you what. When I was in,
Asantini came to Memphis, right? He had a police escort.
Yeah. So let me tell you
Because
this.
one, he's a visiting dignitary. He's the
I
same
got
way.
you.
But I'm talking about this guy works every day, and he's just a journalist.
Well, if he can afford it. So let me tell you this, right? I was in Kumasi, Bantama, right? I think I told you the story, right? that I ended up having to pull my gun on someone, right? Because I felt threatened. I mean, Bantama supposedly is a very bad place. I felt threatened, so out of self-defense, you know, I pulled my gun. Now it got escalated, and then we had to go to the regional police headquarters and all that crap, right? And then you know what the regional police commander said to me when he was able to verify who I was? He was like, "Hey, the next time you come to town, let us know, and we will give you protection, so you would not be in a position to pull your gun in a self-defense." So it happens. So I
Okay,
think
okay. You are saying the same thing I'm saying. You are different. You are not a journalist walking around in Ghana, and because you decided to insult everybody in Ghana, you have to get police escorts. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You can no. And police. Let me tell you some Ghana police, right? Yeah, Ghana police don't have any respect anymore. Ghana police shouldn't be walking around like security, mere security men. Obi akoya party, I know I come rent job, no doma bejina gate. Are you serious? Like this is what I'm talking about. Look, people are doing funerals and they have the police band playing under the funerals. And no, let's not even get it wrong. Those guys playing under funerals are not police band though. They are a group of musicians that are police people that comes together and they form their own band. Are you serious? The whole Ghana, nobody plays the Ghana national anthem better than the police band. When the police band drops on the stick into the drums, the national anthem sounds better than anything in the world. Not even the Ghana forces play better than the police band. Okay? So at the end of the day, when you have some 7, 8 police officers playing at Eje Wusu's great grandfather's funeral, and they play highlight music and stuff like that now, those are police people that are in a band. They are not the real police band. The police band don't walk around playing at funerals. What are you talking about? Do you know they have even a special uniform they wear? But you see these guys with black Lacoste and they'll wear and they'll finish and they'll go and dance and go eat first a friend say a yasi jollof. What are you talking about? Let's be serious for once. I don't have any problem with the police officers. Now, if you're my police friend and you come to my event and you want to help out with security, that's different. But why should I come and rent you for you? Why should I rent you in the first place? And where's that money going to? Is the money going to IGP or is going to the accountant general?
so. That money goes to the police coffers. Okay, so I mean it's
Stop the
I
diplomacy
mean
and the broadcast.
you just got out of the uniform and then you turning your back on us so fast.
Finish up so that Professor Kwesi can come in.
Yeah, so again, I'll be the last person to criticize anyone in uniform, but I mean let's give them that opportunity. Let's give as and then you also said something, right? So I felt like you were missing two administrations together, because when those girls got missing, it wasn't Dampari in the office, it was somebody else.
We are
All
talking
right.
about Ghana police, so don't.
Oh yeah, well I understand, but
So
you also have to
whenever you're dealing with an issue, you have to look at it. You have to go into retrospect and
right and look
chronological
at the
setting.
historical back, right, but
Thank you.
this is a thing that people take office, so for me as an infantry guy, when I take over a battalion, you cannot say that, oh, the history of these battalions are so bad that give me the chance to fix them, give me the chance, speak about my battalion when I'm in office. All right. So let's not, make it look like, Dumpari is the guy that is,
No. I mean, I love Don Perry and his works. I just don't like what has happened right now. And the fact that
I
I love
think
Don Perry and his works doesn't mean that if there's an issue, I'm not going to ham on it.
yeah, I think this guy is gonna address it. I mean, I've seen his leadership style. And
How long
it's
has this
not
gone?
about-
How long has this been?
okay, so be honest with me, okay?
Mhm.
Like, and there's something I said on Kofi TV as well. What he's doing, right, is gonna grow out the place you're talking about is not in Accra. I guarantee you'll not see any police officer in Accra messing up like that.
Facts. Because you
Exactly.
know why?
So
Because you know why? Gang, gang, what sure
he
you
will crush you,
no,
right?
even gang, we the gang guys, I mean, what I mean by the gang guys, and we the crowd was sure you jebe. We don't play. So
But
if
but
you start that
Ghana
now,
is big, so he's trying to bleed over to the other regions. Let's give this guy that chance. You've been in leadership position before. You know it's not that easy.
I've not been in leadership position.
Okay, I have. It's not that easy. When you trying to extend and get your ideas extended to everybody for everybody to buy into that. You know what I mean? It's not. So that there could be a village somewhere in between Accra and Koforidua or whatever, that the commander there is corrupt. All right. And he or she is not buying to Dampari's idea. It will take situations like this for the light to shine on them. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Market. I'm telling you today, Dampari will identify those bad nuts and he will bring them up. The police officer that shot the bullion van shooting, he got brought out. You know what I mean? There was no cover up. The public want answers right now. It doesn't work like that.
Of course.
Investigative things doesn't work like that. And you and I will understand it because we wear the uniform. We know how it goes. He will expose those individuals, to include the commanders. Mark
So
my words.
I've never had any issue with Dan Parry on these issues. I mean, again, and again, I know how it feels like being in a position whereby when somebody acts stupid and everybody's looking at the leader.
It's rough.
Me all my entire life in the service, I've always been leading the bad group. Whenever there's a group that is not right, I'm like, hey, Sergeant Ofori, we need to go take care of that part. We need to go take care of that part. And I asked myself, why? Why me? But at one point in time, I realized that maybe I have a leadership skill or traits that makes people flip around. So then they'll always put me wherever there was a weak link. But the question is, so because of that, if Ejawuzu and his kids or Ejawuzu and his troops are doing something wrong, I never blame Ejawuzu. I always blame the people, the corporates. I always blame the people that are doing it. And that is the reason why with this conversation, I didn't want to even bring Dampari's name in the conversation. The point being that is, my whole thing is the entire training for and the entire modus operandi of the Ghana Police Services, okay? The GPS is outdated and they need some refinement, they need some revamp, and they need some new a pilot system that they could try out and see how it goes. And they can take that ad hoc and just follow up with it and implement it as a new policies. That's what they need. Because
I agree.
look, let me tell you a funny thing. My man right here, Tay Godfred, right? This man right here, who's coming, or let me put his comment right here. He was driving fast years back and got pulled over by a police officer. He was on his way from Maryland to Ohio. He's a crazy keyboardist. Him and his brother, they sing and they play keyboard. He was on his way from Maryland to Ohio, got pulled over somewhere West Virginia, I believe, by another police officer. He was a police officer at that time. They still gave him a ticket. That is what we call the system is working. Again, don't get me wrong. There's still a lot of riffraffs who hide behind the badges here in the States and do some stupid stuff. But the point I'm trying to make is, whatever is going on around in Ghana, the system must be revamped. And it starts from the training with how to recruit, properly
PK,
recruit,
PK,
effectively recruit.
I tell you what, you can't say the system is working in America. You've never been to Alabama. All right. When I was with the 75th Ranger Regiment, and with the Rangers, we bordered Georgia and Alabama borders itself. I'll tell you this, on Memorial Day, which is coming up very soon, Memorial Day, I got on my motorcycle and I was riding and I crossed into Alabama. I have two kids at home. I'm cruising on my cruiser. It's not a sports bike. It was a cruiser. An Alabama police officer, and this was around the time that Trayvon Martin thing happened.
Yes. Trevor Morton, I was in Georgia, so that was like 2014, 2013.
Somewhere around that time. I'm cruising and I've seen this officer, and this officer just
Okay, hold on before we your story. Apostle, I posted a link that when you click on it's going to add you to the show. So click on the link and it's going to add you to the show because he said he wants to come and clarify his point because he knows that today they have not agreed with him. So he wants to come and clarify. Click your channel.
Okay, so this officer chased me down. I wasn't. He hunted me down, and when I pulled over, I took off my helmet to identify myself. On my helmet, I have a mohawk and I had like a face mask on. I took it off. I identified myself and I said, "Officer, I am concealing." In America, I never go anywhere without a gun. Not even in the church. Never.
Which you don't even go to the church, but anyways, go ahead.
That's true. But anyway, and when I told this officer that I have a concealed
You told me
weapon
the story before.
Yeah. Guess what? He pulled his gun on me.
Mm-hmm.
And I pulled my gun on him. And there was a stalemate. So don't say the system is working. There are bad apples in there.
But I just said that. I just said there's a lot of people hiding behind the badges in this country doing stupid stuff. There are actual people that are racist who just don't like black people, want to join these forces in order to get at black people. There are black people who don't like white people. They just want to join the forces to get at white people. So I totally agree. But guess what, though? Guess what? They will never do that with a body camera. Back then, when you were talking,
he didn't have a body camera. He didn't turn on his
body camera. Because back then, body camera and dash was not even 100% enforced. Those were revamps that came to the policing system. Okay, so now it's like at the end of the day, will he be able to do that right now? No, he wouldn't. And again, there are still bad people in there that will do that. And I'm telling you, if he had probably had put in your gun, he probably would have shot you.
Well, the point I'm trying to make is it's not just in Ghana, all right? Because I've experienced it. We could have been shooting at each other. It's not just in Ghana; it's also in the States.
I don't know about shooting though. You could have been shot. You could have shot each other. What do you mean by shooting? Because it's going to only take one bullet for him to drop.
I think I'm more accurate than he will be.
That's what I'm saying. So it's going to take one bullet for him to drop, and there won't be too many shootings after that.
Oh, there'll be a couple of rounds letting loose, but I think I'll be more on point.
Well, then we have to evaluate you for mental health. Like if the man is down and you still shooting, there's something wrong with you. You just try to go for the soul, not just the body. You try to go for the soul. All right, Professor Kwesi. I think Prof is okay. He's back.
Yeah, Bema, me feeding me about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah. Marty will be a kind of. So as I said, you'll be a kind of very legit. We
are 2 minutes. They'll be running up.
Yeah. So all of us are not witnesses, including Dumpary. Dumpary is not even a witness himself. And he said at the end of the day, so no conclusion of the case now is subjective to his perception. And I get what Killer K is saying. Say, we shouldn't say an absolute truth. Say, maybe we say. At the end of the day, that's what is going to go on. Because at the end of the day, it's a Dumpary statement by. And I said, commanding chief police officer of Nkoranza South, the statement by Nina is subjective at the end of the day. So the Obia kind of valid, but maybe I kind of say legality a very big concern. Oh, Ghana, including I wouldn't even go into the police training and recruitment and all of that. Said police want to feel some of your writer. They made the case worse, in my opinion. They made the case worse by shooting at protesters. You made the case worse by not coming out with the truth, not telling the guy's family 3 weeks in protesting. So as I said, you're not telling the family, say, yeah, I'm with this year, I'm in the body near, but you covering up. You made the case worse by the day. And I kind of said, we all just gotta be vigilant of what's going on, and we shouldn't say everything is absolute truth. Of course, we all know that, but at the end of the day, the question idea, it's not a good thing, and it's not looking good for Ghana as a whole.
That's made the country.
Ghana security, it's not in a good hands right now. I trust Dampari. He has made some changes. And let's
Facts.
give him a chance. Say, and also, the subjective findings or the beba. Say, and also, you cover up, we will know. Say, he's trying to cover up for his people. So that's it. So at the
I
end of
hope
the
he
day,
doesn't. I hope he doesn't.
I hope he doesn't too. So at the end of the day, we just have to wait and see what his subjective findings will be.
Okay.
And then we can take it from there.
Appreciate it. Well, before everybody go to the 2 minutes final words, we're gonna listen to Apostle. I do
I
greet
greet
you.
you all. I greet you all.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Long time.
I probably haven't seen you like in 12 years, 30 years.
It's been a long time. It's been
I
a long
know.
time. I
So
greet
you wanted to
all.
clarify some things.
Yes, yes, I greet you all. So the point I made when I say Ghana Police is a well-trained institution, I believe we all agree to an extent about how far and how well equipped the police service are in their functions. And like you said, when they want to work, they are able to work. You know, the reason why I say they are a well-trained institution is that, if you devoid them of the political influence, and like you clarified that the police service is not directly under the office of the president, but they're under the vice president,
Mhm.
because those two positions, because the vice president is responsible to the president, so indirectly, anyone who reports to the vice indirectly is
Responding to the
reporting
president.
to the president. Now, because that two positions is a political positioning, that is why I say that it has made the Ghana Police Service a political tool. Because you listen to the comment of my good man who's in the military, Mr. Kela, he was saying that his friend or his nephew, I believe, is
Cousin.
saying that his cousin is saying that because his party is no longer in office, what has happened? He's been rendered out,
Mhm.
and now there's a different group. And like you said, it creates a national security issue,
Yes.
right? And this is the problem we are dealing with in Ghana. And anytime you're in Ghana, I always tell people that you can see the difference between a well-trained police officer and someone who entered the force through political means.
Mhm.
There are still well-trained police officers in the
Yes.
country. They
Very.
are there. But the problem is that because of lately, this political push where we have every time a new government is in office, there are people they call protocol. They are brought into the service through protocol, not because of their qualifications, not because of their background, nothing. Or because some MP in Kwabinya or some MP in Kumasi or something gets a list of 20 men who supported him or her into politics. And because he's in office, these people are given some kind of highway access into the police service. Okay, so that's when you have the issues where you have police officers, you have those who truly are trained and want to do the job the right way, but they are not allowed to operate. Okay, you have, I don't know if you all saw the video recently where there was a police officer who stopped a checkpoint somewhere in Kumasi or Akutia, somewhere in the middle of the night, and he stopped an assemblyman or something. And the man was telling him that, how dare you stop me? Do you know who I am?
Oh yeah, that man is foolish.
You see, but for that MP or that DC or whoever it is to have that courage to speak to a police officer who's doing his job at a checkpoint, that tells you how deteriorated
And
the
guess what?
police service
He
has
was the
become.
chairman. He was the chairman of the security service in that constituency,
You see,
and he has no respect for the police officer.
you see. So that's why I say that,
We are listening.
okay, that's why I say that, the agency that I served with here in the state of Maryland, for me to enter, I didn't have to go to see some councilman or someone to write any letter. You apply on your own merits. You go through the selection process. You go through the paces, and if you qualify, you qualify. If you don't qualify, you don't qualify. And our colonel, the guy who was in charge of the barracks, the state police barracks where I was stationed, it doesn't matter who the governor or who the new senators or whoever they were. He did his job, and no senator promoted him. He came through the ranks. You see, you come through the ranks, And if you take the exam and you pass the sergeant test, you move to a sergeant. The next time there's an exam for lieutenants, you move up. There's an exam for captains, you move up. There's an exam for colonels and majors, and you keep going up. That's how it works. But Ghana police, right now, the system we have in Ghana right now, our IGP, our Inspector General of Police, that position is appointed by a political figure. That's the problem we have in Ghana. So when I say that they're a well-trained organization, but because they are being controlled by this political angle. So what happens is, like right now, you get to Ghana right now, anything that happens, the high-ranking officers who are in their stations, the moment they do something, they take an action that someone in a political position doesn't like. The next thing you hear, if that person is in Accra, they will transfer that person to the northernmost part of Ghana, to some village. You see, and if you remember when you saw that video where that DC was being questioned, he told the officer, he said, "You tomorrow, I will transfer you." And the officer said, "Hey, if you transfer me, it's not a crime. It's not a punishment." But that is the problem in Ghana. And then you say that I remember you made a comment that about the recruitment, and those of you, Paul and Mr. Kela, you guys are in the military. You've gone through the military, training and the recruitments and everything you went through. But in Ghana, we don't even have documented records. When I say documented record, what I mean is we don't have here. They take your social security number. They can type it into a system.
The data to refer to.
We don't have the data. We don't have the requisite data. And because people in political office, and I digress a bit, but because people in political office know that if they allow these things like driver's license and social security numbers and these kind of systems to be implemented now, it will block a lot of leakages in the country. That's why the political wills, they won't allow it to come to office. Don't allow it to happen. So because of that, you have somebody who was an armed robber in Kegetia just 6 months ago. Now his party comes into office, and now you see this person as a national security operative. And people in the town know this person as an armed robber. And then now they are seeing this person driving through the same town with a national security vehicle. So what does that do to the image? What does that do to the reputation of the police service, of the national security service? When people who are in the town know you as a criminal, and now they see you carrying a badge as an officer of the law. So yes, there are bad notes that are coming in, and there are more bad notes joining them. But I dare stick my neck out for the Ghana Police Service and say that even though there are still bad notes coming in, trust me, I tell you, there are still good men and women there.
Yes, on that note, let me go ahead and make this point. A couple years ago, not even a couple years, I think me and my brother started this, courtesy survey a couple years ago. Yes. So, me and Carl come from almost the same area. Carl them's are the Pukwases, big man over there.
That's
And
right.
we have the Ofanko Taifa area, right? They have a new runabout. Kilake, you can use that place to go to your place, which is the ACP. So Kilake probably is also the same area we call it.
All right.
Ofanko runabout, when you go up around the runabout, there's a lady that used to stand there a lot. Her name is Matilda. She used to run Ofanko and Mile 7 barrier. The barriers are Mile 7 by the gas station and Ofanko runabout. So me and my brother Junior, we were driving around and we got there. And the lady goes like, "Oh, where they bro now?" Because maybe so my also with that fish apa. What I'm saying about fish apa. So in my mind, what's the me did bro now, right? And my brother Junior was like, "Oh, but old maybe. How about say also be di bro now?" And she goes like, "Oh, send them up." And she goes in the pocket and come out with 50 Ghana cedis. Say, you check. Again, look at what we did, though. We thought we were going to get an insult back or whatever. The moment she did that, we drove off. Also, my brother, and And my brother's like, no, turn around. We turned around, and he went there and gave her 100 Ghana cedis. Because of what the woman did, you know. She was expecting to say the woman would rather take from us. But now if you try to give us, oh, mommy, the same thing happened to me. Me and my cousins, Ethel, Gloria, were in the car, heading to Osu to go have a good time. And this lady, when you can cry, or they were in late 40s, and I no make her say 50s, oh baby, no. Last skin woman, Jenny did and she was there with like 6, 7 guys at that Osu barrier right before you hit to Kuala, the roundabout. You know. And the lady stopped us. It was no more dual barrier. It was 2 lanes, and both lanes now barriers all up. And I'm not talking about say we're going and we're coming. No, come and say can a barrier be no going to a barrier. So that means it's 4 different barriers on that same particular way. It's maybe who boys, you know, I mean guys, you know, may dodger guys need to go to the female side because it was 2 females and 4 guys, 3 guys on that side, and the other 4 guys on the other side. And as soon as I got over there, I was like, mommy, and then you made the way I come here, then one pick a cram, my uncle dear, come back demo crumble. First, oh, me, was me offer, send a me mouth, send a best soon. So, mommy best said, 20 Ghana be in your bad was bad. I will 20 Ghana, only a Makama city come, 20 Ghana, they're better now, so you are 50 Ghana. When the woman did that, I was like, wow, I'm surprised. Because I was expecting, say, she would take from me. Because that is the mentality. My psyche, who said, if should be bottom. But you know, those are the ones that me I see and I give them that token now. I feel it's a gift. To say, tell them, say, more, any do my part more, you know. Because you are really working. That same woman, you couldn't apologize or chime. I was like, friend said, Laboni. Because I was driving a DV at night. That was when before the DV issue came, say, after 6 to 6, then they take it out. 6 p.m., me, James Gardner, the actor, and my cousin, my late cousin, Denzel, after Watson, we were in the car. We came from Cape Coast, bread. We have to go get something from Laboni and go home. The husband was like, what is your name? Or Jimmy ID? Now we'll be a friend of Paul, now we'll boom raso. I'm saying, they will the point, tell me boom raso. I said, that's me, friend of Paul. My name is Inspector Paul J. You have really, really made me look bad because of that. And then I have to make sure, say, the Lord deal with you. I said, boss, if you are doing your work, do your work. Because me technically, I knew, say, the DV is not supposed to be used after 6 p.m. But I've used it because, it was inconvenient for me where I was coming from. I went to Cape Coast. I wasn't supposed to come late. So whatever we have to do, let's do the proper thing and just go from there. Do we have to go to Central to go do the bookings or whatever? I said, what's our social Range Rover? There be all. No, the Range Rover, they'll send me to be surprised in them out. Because usually in the Central, then can be 500,000. You book you when you find it, or you go to court, and it could be more or it could be no money. But Range Rover, because I higher, I don't know, due to do was so. This man, like jokingly, but he was working, he wasn't backing down or anything, and he wasn't ready to take any bribe. And me too, I wasn't ready to offer any bribe. I could tell you, and if James Ghana is watching this show, he begged. He said, boss, Mr. O, me James Ghana actor, and said, and show me stardom, and fire but we are koja there by you report here, the whatever we have to do, we do. The man told us to go. Stood there for 30 minutes with his team. By no general hostel. And we came back to the same spot. Because I was going to wait behind whilst they go get a staff, because the person was flying out of Ghana. And we have to get a staff to the person before the person fly out. And we came back. It was like, just because we did what we were supposed to do, oh no, they called the office on, talked to us and gave us a warning. So I didn't have to pay away. Again, that is him doing his work. If he has given me the fine of $1,000, I will pay. So I was even making a joke one time to James. We called Ghana like 2019. I was like, if when I do a cancel way, so 6 to 6 is no more, right? I would have gone back for my $1,000 if the man has really charged me for that man, because apparently it was not even a law. But they were doing that to stop armed robbers to being on the road at night, because people were stealing people's car and putting the DV plate on it and just moving around and do whatever, because DV plate will not be trackable wherever they go. And they didn't have any credence to it. So yes, I totally understand it. And basically, just like you just said, there are people that are good and do the job. There's a police officer, we're going to Takrade. And this guy stopped us. We didn't stop because 1, we're not speeding, and 2, we didn't break any law. And it was a registered vehicle. Apparently, do you know why he stopped us? Our car was catching on fire. But and he kept driving this to us, and we kept going. Pull over. I'm saying, I can't afford police for the abuse and molestation. Why you doing this? So I was like, if you pull over, we pull over. The boss, why? I said, well, I saved your life. They share who see the fika and she basi no. But once because of mentality, she him say, "Omunye jira na no, yeah bejo." He was on the motorcycle. I said, "I've been following you guys for the past 15 minutes." My mom will light now. Mom will light. So we didn't mean me who light, no. But I was like, we've not done anything wrong. Into no, why should we stop? And again, no, we force obey giant, no we see a time, and at the end of the day, we have to find money and give to you. I said, well, I took his number. Up to now, that guy is my friend because of the way he works and the way he operates. But there are some people that will follow you and always to tap. We also have a discount. And that story that I was saying, the funny thing, the story that I was telling about police officer, no, or not to say didn't say he was a member of my church. He was a member of my church. That is the sad part about it. Happy to know my dad, my family, and everybody, but didn't know it was us. So just imagine, say, if you and be full fry, who decided that Kokudino? This nonsense must stop. I just will final 2 words. I'll let everybody just wrap it up. Then we just
say, Brano Eka Simbi say Maryland, Okuhu police officer bia or chin ni two no so chin. I know you're individual. Oh, and yes, no mummy no na Oshia Nipano. I'm sorry, you have something against black people or something like that.
But that was Killer K assembly. I mean, find a general statement or a different human being.
Martina see but now we can be say we call a police recruitment and whatever utiata. Yeah, Minipana make a utia 15,000 Ghana, which is 150 million.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. They're serious. Omuya nipa mienu. Enti omumienu sika no so ombusa na so no menti mi miniscam de memo mo kutia sa bribery no. Omu qualify but enti omumienu kan omu sika bom. Husband and wife. Ana me kire be man say omo oba ni nikan. This is oba ni.
How be omo yes ade no. Cuz you concentrate to the bribery process no.
David omu kan no omu sika me si mini bi be mo omu. Na so omu fi so ombetua de a one person should go. And omu ye ni because enti mine cousin be say Killer K cousin be say police now and appoint a president upon the police. You see a full moon in Nura. Once over appointing the not PK while my bow no one my juma and answer my of course you are my boss. Indeed a lot of things I make come out in the Ghana no well, we have a lot of way to go. We will have a long way to go when it comes to everything in Ghana, everything, both education, security, anything, even a Yahim for Nkoranza, Sitoni Yamano. Ghana is just a country. Mean to me who they may exclude every corruption. All of them, including the pastors, are they corrupt? And including the pastors, of course the pastors are corrupt. Now me finish with na me kono bimra. Me hona guy be afre me. Ehin no nya me number na me share me hu bi opiki free. Ono share me kon oti atwa mountain. Afi o kasa me given a chance be 3-4 days. No obusa me ba ti ajoa. Look at this. Enti wo ya na me share ndi na me say how old are you? Was it 22 years? Na 22 years. But this time go university. And I will share the do nim diabeboa Ghana and Keye. Even so parents cannot afford for you to go to school. You have to learn a trade. Dan sa obekwa got na mountain. O be se me nkom wa America ha. O busa me maya saying me can na their confidence unya me no kura osoma no unyini ni. Nti o person confirm me from me. God should have tell you straight like Yesu ka kire ba me say. O yire no ye num wan ko busa ma me say ukunu no ye saying. Jesus said it straight. And to me, I'm going to say, hold on.
My maybe I used to catch it and said, hear me.
Talk to all. Hey, my men I used to cut on in Suno. I was see all money in Suno. I was see Samaria for one way no monk. When Timmy Mounts only been numb. And I used to say, what do you mean, Nipa? Or sit on Suan, Carberman and Suno beyond Pizza. I mean, what down coins were to each other. And I used to catch it and say, now, what down, Pamina and say, wouldn't need a dear out the best sense you over then young coins you ama was it a Wuraudina who couldn't be the only
or so you couldn't one castle with the Yerenum.
I'm sorry to say that.
It's not about confused.
What they are there? You have to catch Musano. The one I'm catching a guy and say, oh, 22 years. Maybe Bamrecano, 3 to 4 years and son a year old. Oh, the shaman come on. And the Nema Bibre or Ghana, Ayana Araho. And the police system, they need reform. True, Ghana police and security system, military, they need reform. How they recruit people is not fair. And you're good. And you're fair. And you're based on merit. So why apply? Now in Saka, Kohu MP way, ko hu PK asante hene wo fase akontana se na damfo ne e chi say so many ways onza obakọ no na nipa no system na yɛ ne fa mu no why hot into open sika abusianfo mesra
Yeah, that was it. Was a very passionate politician and also a public speaker as well. A former pastor and preacher, evangelist slash church formator. What's it? What it is right now? That was who is that? Say, bro, sorry, we judge them here because bro, some of them know.
oh yes, because when someone from me I'm agree with you because because so when someone from I'm part of the nyankopon abodie bi so when some nyame na board nti okay
I'm telling you, they allow themselves. And people there is important for some for the feature that Abira Ejo. Yeah, go Killer K final 2 minutes.
Man, I think I'm lost the words, man. I think he said it all. Thanks, Mr. William.
You say, who say ya headed there? On your killer can you be our own sorry? On your bia or can I need any say ya? Women never baptized back to Christianity.
They will say we both. The devil got us, man. And we live in the best life. We live in the best life.
Yeah, straight to hell. Don't worry.
Yes.
No, you guys will not go to hell. You go to heaven. Don't worry. I'll make sure that happen. Well, I feel like the only person that drinks on live show. But hold on, you have a mug and you have this. So which one are you drinking? We're muting. You see, this is the cost of Killer K. We're muting when he's talking.
This is like Red Bull. Okay. Remember the time difference. All right, it's very late. I'm on location, and so to stay up and participate in this show, I need something like a Red Bull, like a caffeinated drink.
Okay. Into what is it in the bag? You know?
This one?
Yeah.
This is
the regular
coffee decaf.
We are in truffle. Someone pass right into the set. Who can drink about nobody? You have to account it to nobody. You know that mug, no, water doesn't go in that mug. Coffee doesn't go in that mug. If you can't even lie, you started blinking.
You know, I just got back from a show in Belgium, right? So
you were there with Margaret, right?
Yes, it was there. And during the show, I had my jug. And everyone was like, what's he drinking? What's he drinking? Even the ambassador, the Ghanaian ambassador to Belgium was like, what you drinking? I said, water. He said, water? And it was like, water? You've been drinking that? I said, yeah, it's brown water.
All right, I can finish up for us.
All right, man. So, hey, man, I think this discussion is very good, and I enjoyed having it with you guys, and we've highlighted some things. One of the things that I do like, and maybe PK, you should look into it, is not just having such discussions, right? How do we take it to the next level? It's easy, it's easy to sit back and Monday night quarterback, right? I don't enjoy that. How do we take our discussions and our inputs, and how do we make sure it's impactful, like it gets to where it needs to get? That's what I would like to see, and I think that that will help a lot if you could do that, like get that information to where it needs to get. And because if not, we will just be talking about things like this all the time, and it'll be like Monday night quarterback, and it's not going to get anywhere, so yeah, that's my input.
All right, Apostle, your final 2 minutes. Then Professor Kwesi will just credit that for us.
So I would say that Mr. Kwesi and Mr. Killer, is it Mr. Killer, right?
Yeah, Killer K.
Killer K, Mr. Killer K, and Mr. William Owusu. I'm saying, you better sorry. Into me, you better sorry. Because Mr. Wusu, once a pastor, always a pastor. And Mr. Killer K, I can see him handling the finance of the church.
Look, you give him the finance of the church. The next thing you will see him in a for instance, a deprived area, dashing the money to people. This guy went to Ghana and gave out $10,000. Whilst I'm sitting over here struggling to even survive, and he was giving $10,000 on the street. Anybody just call, hey, kill like $100, unless you don't give me funds. And if it comes to you, oh, what do you do for a living? Oh, I'm a kaya you. I'm a kaya you. Oh, just take $100.
Oh,
He went
the Lord.
to our beauty spa, our ACP, right where
Uh-huh.
his house is around that area, and went there and gave them some crazy tip nobody has ever given them before. And me, I've
Yeah.
worked with him all these years, and he's never even given
He's
$1.
never giving you anything.
And now when I become corrupt against you, you don't understand why the country is corrupt.
Well, and Mr. Felix, I salute you. I salute you also. So what I'll say is, with one thing Mr. Killer Cave said as he was running up now, say he wants us to, push it to the next level. And I like to, really, really commend you, Mr. PK, because PK, you've gone so far. You've gone so far with HRE. I mean, it's amazing to see what you've done this far. And I know the Lord will take you beyond your dreams, beyond your dreams. Now, Mr. Killer came made a comment say he wants us to see how we can take it to the next level. And one thing I'd like to say is, Mr. Killer, remember that when there's a repetition of ideas being circulated,
It was sinking.
it begins to sink in very well. It begins to sink in. The Bible says that Paul planted a seed, Apollo watered, but it's only the Almighty God who will bring the increase. Killer Cave, hear me.
Can you repeat that again for Killer K? Killer K, listen to it.
I see you catching the anointing there. I see you catching the anointing there. You see, listen, sometimes the Killer Cave, sometimes you say something today. I will hear you, but I won't pay attention to it. But tomorrow, I'll hear you say it again. But maybe tomorrow, when I hear it, my mind brings me to remembrance of what you said yesterday. Then maybe I begin to take it.
Do you know the strategies that this music underground to add up to what you just said, right? I don't know if you guys have realized, and those of us who watches a lot of sitcoms from Ghana, right? Those Kumewood series. What the underground musicians are doing right now is, and a typical example is King Paluta. He started off by movie sitcoms that short series, right? So they'll do, and their song with the soundtrack. And like my guy that he went to go see in Kumasi, Virus. So when he does, Virus is the one that make King Paluta hit. So you put King Paluta's song as a soundtrack on the back of all his series, right? So I hear King Paluta rapping sometime because guy, da. And just to like what you're saying. So one day I was watching Virus series, right? I was I don't know because the song comes into your mind, it sinks in, becomes muscle memory, that you just align with the process.
Yes. Yes. So you see, we had I think 2 years ago we had the RTI bill pass in Ghana. I don't know if you all have followed Parliament, but that Right to Information Act, yes, it has been on the books since 1993. And they couldn't do anything with it. Every parliament session that will come, they'll play around with it, and it will never happen. It will never happen. But finally, it happened. So now there's a document in the government of Ghana that says that anyone can have access to any form that you want to have access to. You see, someone said some time ago that the United States democracy is over 200 and something years old. Ghana's democracy is now 60 something years old. So in comparison, Ghana's democracy is really young. You see that thing? Now, there's a young man from Ohio who was running for president in Ghana, Mr. Kofi. I don't know if you guys know who he is. I think he's from Ohio, all right? Mr. Paul, am I right? The young man from Ohio.
Which one?
A bald-headed young man. I think his name is Kofi Nkoranza or something like that.
No, Kofi Nkoranza is from the DMV area.
Oh, he's in DMV?
Yeah, he's from the DMV area.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought it was in Ohio. Yeah. Okay.
You're talking about the one who wants to become the president, right?
Yes. And, it takes the likes of him. It takes the likes of you, Paul. It takes the likes of Mr. Killer K, Mr. Wusu, Mr. Felix. All of you who are now coming up in the socials, in the media space, and bringing this awakening, getting away from the traditional thinking of it's We need the old Akokrafordon to do everything. Right now, the young ones are starting to take the reins bit by bit. Right now, if you look at our parliament, we have a good number of young people in parliament. So slowly, if we keep on this trajectory, we keep on this path, change will come. It's taking its time, but change will come. And just sometimes I sit back and I just pray, and that one of these days, we have some young men who are in the military like you guys, who, if you guys were to even end up in our system in Ghana, where some of you end up in some of the branches in leadership positions, I mean, things will change. So it's a matter of time, but we should not get tired of talking about it. We should not get tired of talking about it, because I believe me, even as some of you are speaking tonight, someone could be watching who may be the next governor to the Bank of Ghana, who may be the next assistant, deputy commissioner of police, and then they will hear something and they'll go and implement it where they are. So let's not get tired. Let's not, get weary in our efforts of speaking positively and bringing ideas and sharing thoughts, because bit by bit, as we go on this trajectory, and others are doing from different angles, Kofi TV and all these other platforms that are talking about these things, eventually the change that we are all yearning for will come to pass. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thanks, Apostle. Our next topic will probably be on, the religious aspect in Ghana, how the religious practice in Ghana. No?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
I saw for yes, yeah, we'll descend on you guys on our next show. So if the show doesn't work right now, because we just started back this year, because we took like a whole 6 months break, we started off with 2 weeks, and once it get fully accepted by our viewers, we will just start bringing it to you every week. But we were supposed to treat today, about how to our way of worship and how we are religious tolerance in Ghana. Okay, and this issue just happened. I was like, well, let's just kill this first before. But I know said the next show, is gonna be brutal. It's gonna be brutal, especially Apostle. So you just be ready. You have a
No
lot.
problem.
You have a
No
lot,
problem.
and get your memory verse ready.
No problem.
Professor Quincy,
Yeah,
final words.
yeah. So the main kind of said, the Ignaya kind of it taught me, last week, we were on the show and we talked about, I think someone raised the concern of having like a diaspora representative that would go and represent the diaspora in parliament. I think is a great concern. I think what we need is a diaspora like town hall meeting on issues pertaining to Ghana security, Ghana issues. We can do it online, we can do it in person, we can do it hybrid, whatever. We can do it like a conference style, right? So I think we need that, and we also need to choose or vote on a representative. That person will be able to go to parliament, also will be able to be with Don Perry and kind of communicate the diaspora concerns over that. Another thing I may kind of say, issue yeah be Nkoranza issue yeah be any other issues about. And Mo Bian Kasibia, are you a witness? Were you there? I mean, if you ask those kind of questions now, you are part of the problem. You're not part of the solution. Because no one,
No,
even
no, no,
down to the
Prof. I think you said the question was asked because I
I'm
wanted
not
to
saying I'm
clarify.
not getting on anyone. No, I'm not getting on anyone. But I make I say from now on, like in Ghana, I say when I make said Ghanaians now we like to say now did you see it? Hey, say ABI police in the issue too late, right? We like to say things like that. But I'm not saying that anyone on the panelists. No, I don't have any issue.
No, I mean, but the reason why I said that is says it was coming from a good place because actually, the way you were giving it was so vivid. So the person was asking just on the basis, oh, Charlie, the guy there because no business. Why was he there?
It was Godfrey, right?
Because me,
It was
I heard. Oh, it was him, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
it was Godfrey. So I don't have any issue. But
no. So to check this out, right? What I heard, right? You just basically he didn't miss a word. He
Yes.
said word from word. Even I make a probably a paraphrase, but you said the word for word exactly what the key eyewitness was saying, and also the report that was given out. You just gave it up word for word, word for word. So if I probably didn't know that, I would have like, man, you probably know somebody from that, but it was because I heard the same thing that you read the same thing that you read, and I'm like, as a professor, I don't know, why should you just go word for word like that? Don't
But
you?
we don't know though. We don't know. It's still under investigation.
That's right. That's
No,
right.
no, he never said what he said was
It's
true.
still
He
under
was just
investigation.
giving
We all know
he
that.
was just giving a report. It was a reporter speech.
Yeah, it was. We all know it's under investigation, and we can't wait to see what Don Perry will
Maybe it
bring.
could be KLK. Who knows? Who knows?
We
Yeah,
can't
so
wait to
Mr.
see what
Felix,
Don Perry.
it wasn't an attack to you or anything.
Oh
It's
no no no
we
no!
were
I
just
don't take it
asking
as
a
an
question
attack.
to know whether you were
Godfrey,
an eyewitness. That's all.
Godfrey, I'm not taking it as an attack. Don't even think
Oh,
like that. Come on, I'm
all right.
not thinking like that. I'm not thinking about. I'm just saying it for the
It's a
collection of
normal thing in
community.
Ghana too. Ghana people, instead of them
Right.
to listen and learn, they want to know.
Exactly.
Are you
It's
there? You there?
at the end of the day, the person can say at the end of the day, we have a video, right? We have police shooting at protesters, right? So we have a video, we have something that we can base our perceptions on. It's a witness, right? That okay, what is going on? If something is going on, that's a bad reaction, then something must have happened, right? So at the end of the day, the only two witnesses that are involved in this case here don't call any police. The Paco shoot you, all right? And in this case, one side they will into me you have the witness from one side. The other side is also is coming up with chop stories like oh you say it and teaching man or I confirm shoot too no say right. So it's like a chop story they buy. And the man kind of said nobody should take sides of this issue. And moving Kasabian more police side, more police way, more a youth side more way. Yeah, dumper in call for no almost fat. Now, so dumper is in call for the banner, so one person we cover up, but we will know it, right? It's just
Exactly.
natural
Exactly.
instinct. We would know it's a cover up until that the American kind of said, to maintain peace, I think we need to all work together as a community. Not definitely let's have like a representative, or be to me, representing the diaspora to the Ghanaian authorities. So they make kind of.
All right. Ebusha for how to say na bre Emma Quine. I mean, did you make Ebramo, a breno aye be, Sabre, and Yebeka to say the trade your passes, say, or Becca ho no. Wa mayen atwatwa adwene na afɛ deɛ yɛde nsɛmfo kakra egu hɔ nom kakra mɛka ne sɛ de bia yɛnya akonya ne bɛtena so ne mo kasa it doesn't mean that we are smarter or better than you guys or privy to the information more than you are. It's just an opportunity into the opportunity a bit my wo a bit my me listening or whatever the situation might be. There are some shows that I'm on as a panelist, not even a host, and there's some shows that I just go and listen and watch, and maybe my 2 cents goes into the comment section. With that being said, again, it doesn't make anybody here smarter than anybody. First of all, let me give a big shout out to the Purpose TV. It's a nice topic watching you from Belgium, and we appreciate you guys watching. Actually, maybe this is our first time seeing over here, so it's fun. Like it's just like seeing a pastor go to another pastor's church to visit. It's fun to see another channel comes on this channel just to watch us and follow us from day one. I always say there are some people who believed in us from day one when we're young boys with no beards. People like in the likes of me, Apostle Kismet, Tay Goffred, and his brother Carl. Apostle Carl, Tay Goffred, and his brother Kismet. They both prolific keyboardists. And I remember back in the days, I was trying to tell them to show me how to play. And what discouraged me from playing is that once Apostle Carl was playing the keyboard, he's not even watching the keys. So this is a long process for me to go. And I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to think about it. But they believed in us and they knew that we were student leaders and youth leaders from day one. What I mean by youth leaders, not church youth leaders, but youth leaders as in the voice for the voiceless and fearless in order to, make this happen. So yeah, that's the backbone. So at the end of the day, no. I appreciate you being on my show today. You always watch, but this time around, just coming on the show itself, means a lot to me and the Thai viewers, Then another comments, big shout outs goes to I don't know if I should call him Facebook user. Was it the name says Facebook user? It says, I really enjoyed the show, very educative. Yes, it's very educative. Again, when it's educative, Ghanaians don't want it. They want the drama. They want the drama. Hey, we are Kwakoji, we see car. Hey, we are Kwako. Yes, hey, you see Professor Kwesi says step about. Hey, they'll be yes, that's what they want. Hey, Apostle Carl, once you say what could do, show you see car. And so is getting now they got toy Lamborghini. Back in the days, he used to have this charger. I mean, let's be realistic, man.
God forbid.
But you see, that's what they're hoping, they're waiting for. And they'll keep waiting and it will never come. The point in the said they're always looking for things that would just amuse them in a negative way. You know,
That
hey,
is well.
what the killer K? Won't you share? Killer K would you name near Kosokra? Killer K now, yes, so they koto echo Germany, a koto that copy the bag more baggage claimer, cotton in oh. Now be the master thing your car bear job. I did know yomo. It's I'm playing me not just say in going on. All this nonsense and you know yes, so yes, great topic, very educated. But guess what? We will not be stopped. It will not be discouraged by the great information that we put across. Because at the end of the day, we will give the best that we can to the people. Okay, so that's what we'll do. And it'll be so I want to encourage you. So don't be discouraged by the good things that you are doing. Because one day, like Apostle, Carl said, no, it will sink and people will start to align. So it's mommy. Oh, so we have another soft mommy patience. Oh, Edwards. She said that was me showing Facebook user. Okay. Well, I don't know why you're showing Facebook user this time around. But yes, great. So hopefully the next show you'll be on it because it's gonna be about you, the preachers. No, we are descending on you guys like a kite. Amakotin also said,
You
"Nice
sure you
talking."
want me on that show?
Oh yes, definitely want you on that show. If we have to take you to the back room. We'll take you to the back room when the time comes to it. I think I'm the only one that can tape you a little bit from afar. Other than that, today, but today you did very well, though. You did very well. You spoke. You stand your grounds and spoke what you got to speak. Okay. And a big shout out to my bro Apostle Kyle. Yeah, hey, Apostle Kyle. Yeah, you guys don't want me to give you history of this man, though. He's a disappointed Seventh-day Adventist. I know this man, you have no idea. Me, my first time, me to have suffered. In Ghana, I was suspended from youth camp. In this country, I was suspended from youth camp. The first time I was suspended from youth camp, 2006 come with youth camp, right? And these Canadians came around. Oh, ayo, Italy, they want to fight. What you chasing Canadian, man?
Oh, Paul, hi, Kwan.
Yeah, boy, we're rough. This man was part of the disciplinary team that suspended me, came behind the scene and advised me. Said, oh yes, now yes, oh yes, yeah. We might be able to change your suspension from 2 years to 1 year. So 2007, we went. And this is how crazy he is. There was a bear. There was a bear in 2007. Was it Andover? Andover, New Jersey. 2007 youth camp. And then we realized there was a bear that was coming next to the campgrounds. And he wanted to go see the bear and whether he want to wrestle, talk to the bear to go. But whatever he went in there to go do with the bear didn't come back again. I'm saying, yeah, you don't know me, eh? I'll be in the room waiting for you guys. By that time, we didn't have any dream of joining the military or anything. But here we are right now, down the line. Like I said, great people, great personalities, and we will continue to work together to make Ghana a better place. This is the show, Arise Ghana Youth. How are you going to arise and shine and make your words and your deeds manifest into the political, biblical, social array of Ghana and beyond? This is what we stand for. And I believe that we integrity, we're doing the right thing when no one is watching. The best thing will be done and things will get right down. So again, big shout outs to our sponsors for making this happen. And big shout outs to Top Send Ghana and also Top Send, the best way to send money and more effective and very, very reliable. Don't forget to use the promo code P-KAY to get your $10 discount. Please and please and please and please apply the promo code on your first transaction. It's a no fee, very convenient, secure, fast, reliable, and an excellent rate. We have the best rate among everybody. And if you want to be a rep, you want to be a representative for Top Send, and so that you can also make money on the site, look no further. Call me, and I will help you through it so that you can also start making money. You may never know, man. $20 per person. If you ever get one person just sign up, you make $20 yourself. And since we have Killer K in the house, let's take this advantage to also give KTV a big shout out. KTV. I use KTV. I use KTV myself. KTV is by Killer K. And also, you can get all the channels all over the world. Okay, so KTV. No hustle, no whatever. You can do your yearly payment or you can do your monthly payments. And I tell you what, when I first got on KTV, well, I didn't pay because my boy is KTV. and politics they be don't know. So I didn't pay. But the point in it said what I was paying every month was the yearly payment for KTV. What I was paying every month on my cable was a yearly payment for KTV. So look no further, get KTV. You can watch wherever you are. Very portable, mobile. Like I go to events as an event promoter myself and organizer. No, whenever I go to Ghana Music Awards USA, whenever I go to Africa Most Beautiful, I have my stuff with me. Okay, get to the hotel, plug it in, you're good to go. So that's one thing about it. Now speaking about that, don't forget Africa Most Beautiful. The tickets are out. The tickets are out for Africa Most Beautiful, and what is going to happen and then to say Africa Most Beautiful is really really going to the tickets though. Let me go ahead and share um my screen. Let me go ahead and share my screen real quick. The ticket is going to come out for a very cheap price, but in order for the ticket to come out for a cheap price, no, you have to actually get it now. So it's going to be um the tickets right now, no, is going to be basically hold on. It's going to be $150 for the regular. Okay, $150 for the regular. Okay, I'm struggling to get this on, but I'll share it though. Anyway, so I'll share it. Let me pop it up in my WhatsApp. There you go. Okay, I got it right here. I'm gonna play some stuff for you guys to see, so that share screen. We know what's up. Hey, I'm sorry. Then I'm watching today. I'm move for samba. Oh, okay. Well, it looks like they're blocking me from sharing. I don't know why they're blocking me from sharing. They're supposed to allow me to share. I don't know why they're blocking me from sharing. Let me put it over here. Indeed, Bonnie behind so I'm more blocking me from sharing. We want Ghana because I've been far be remo. Apostle, I've been far be remo and I baby BQ and oh my who I've been far be share that because it's not allowing me to share. I don't know why it's not allowing me to share my screen. But I want to share with you guys so that you guys will see video file, share screen. It's supposed to be share screen, then it will pop up right here. Windows. Hmm. I don't know why. Okay, I don't know why it's not sharing, but anyways, the ticket's not. It's right here. It's in front of me. It's sad that you guys can't see it, but the ticket is in front of me. And basically, if you go to www.ambusa, AMBUSA, that is African Most Beautiful USA, that Eventbrite, the tickets are there, and the prices for the tickets for the regular, which is basically the VVIP. Let's start out with the VVIP first. The price for the ticket for the VVIP is 225. But there's a secret though. There's a $10 discount going on right now, and that $10 discount going on right now. No, if you go ahead and get your tickets, you will get a $10 discount. But if you don't, that means you are actually going to lose that. So try to go get your tickets right now because once the $10 discount is off, you will not get it. So go get it. And also the regular tickets, no, is basically the regular tickets, no, is basically $150. So 150 for the regular ticket and 225 for the VVIP ticket, which goes to the first floor. So it's gonna be on a yacht, okay, in New York, inside New York on a yacht, and this takes up over 1,000 people on the yacht, okay. So make sure you get your stuff quick, and so they can get a better seat on Eventbrite. www.ambusa.eventbrite. Go get your ticket. Go cap your ticket. There's no big event that has ever been hosted on a sea yet. No biggest event. This is the biggest event happening. We have stars like Aquabwa, Dada KD, Mr. Drew, Familia, King Jerry, Lil Wayne, and Boras. Marriage certificates, yes, likes, and also there's a surprise artist coming. And this is by Above Frame Area Foundation. So make sure you get out there, cap your tickets, and don't be late, man. Just try to appreciate good stuff and make it happen. get your tickets, get out there and make sure say you participate in this good cause. It's gonna happen inside New York on a yacht. Okay, so please do not forget. The next time we do the show, we're gonna project all the videos and all the tickets and all the stuff for you to see as well. Also, don't forget Ghana Music Awards USA. Ghana Music Awards USA tickets are out. The regular ticket is $70. Zone C. The $100 ticket is the diamond, and that's Zone B, which is the middle row, and $150 for the gold ticket, which is VIP zone, front row, and also the $200 platinum ticket is out, which is VVIP zone, full access to our favorite red room where you meet with artists, you get served with food and drinks, and you take pictures with the celebrities. Okay, so this is a special treatment that comes with the $200. To me, it's very, very cheap. But guess what? This is happening inside Ohio. This is happening inside Ohio. Into the Bomardin, power tickets in the toss. So pay tickets now. You can call me. You can also call Don on 609-251-0178. Call my boy Joe Boy on 614-556-6434. And I said call Capito on 571-287-9071. Like I said, the next show that we're gonna have, I'm gonna project all this information so that everybody can see. Ghana Music Awards USA inside Ohio, Columbus. I said Ohio, no. I'm proud to say we're bringing this back to you. We did this because of our Ohioan people. So Ohio, come and show up and show out. Let's show New York and the rest of the state how we party, how we get down, and how we make things happen. So please, Ohio people, come out. Let's make it happen. Let's do it big, okay? Ghana Music Awards USA to the world, the biggest award scheme ever that you can ever think of in the diaspora. Me, I say so. And also, no, don't forget, Africa Most Beautiful. July 23rd, Africa Most Beautiful USA. August 20th. August 20th is Ghana Music Awards USA. Now, this is where we draw the curtains to the show. And also, again, I'm proud enough to have you guys on the show with me. And I can't say, more than that. Thank you guys, because you guys make the show very beautiful. You guys made the show happen. Without you guys, there was nothing like this. God bless you. God bless us all. And God bless HRE TV. I'm out.